What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Knicks Cast channel. I am your host, Luca, joined by my great co-host and friend, Donald Stewart of the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast, also of PFN. His links are in the description. But, folks, this is Game 6 of the 2025 Eastern Conference Quarterfinals between the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons would like to even the series at 3-3. The Knicks, with a win, would move on to the next round versus the Celtics in a series starting Monday. But without further ado, Donald, first thoughts. Be completely honest, man.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised by what's going on. I mean, we all kind of said in our podcast, myself and you, in our preview podcast, we did say Knicks in 6. And I expect Knicks in 6, although I really would not be surprised if it goes all the way to 7 games. For me, all credit goes to Detroit. They deserve all the credit. The only reason why we are ahead right now is from some fourth quarter heroics from Towns and Brunson. Apart from that, it's been an ugly series, been outcoached, been outworked, and we've been outthought. Can't excuse it. We just can't excuse these type of performances. Although, shout out to Detroit, man. They've won 14 games last year, and now they're forcing the Knicks to. We won 51 games this year to Game 6 at minimum. So they deserve a lot of credit.
Absolutely, man. Their comeback from being basement dwellers has been impeccable, as we see both teams at center court right now. Big game needed for Jalen Brunson. Brunson not playing well last game, and some others, Mikal Bridges did not, even though the box score will tell you that, but some people, I would say he did not, but whatever.
No.
I'll talk about that. Me and Dylan were conversing after the show of Game 5, but tip-up is underway. The New York Knicks will get the basketball to open up Game 6 here in Detroit. Brunson, hands off to Mikal Bridges. Bridges defended by Hardaway. Hands off to Josh Hart. Hands back to Brunson. Brunson around the screen. Brunson 1-on-1 versus Thompson. He's going to screen from Towns. Brunson versus Thompson. Pulls up mid-range jumper. Gets it to go. Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks an early lead, 2-0. Cunningham hands off to Thompson. Thompson hands off to Duren. Nice screen there by Hardaway. Duren looking to dish. Duren hands off to Cunningham. Cunningham, Nixon drop, and pass is stolen by Bridges on an errant pass from Cunningham. Bridges inside, lays it in. Tim Hardaway will bring it up with Cade Cunningham.
Nice fast break by Bridges.
Cunningham across the screen, goes right to left. Cunningham drives, pulls up mid-range. Floater is good. Knicks were in drop that time. Josh Hart will bring the ball up. Hart hands to Bridges. Bridges defended by Tim Hardaway Jr. Bridges looking for a man to dish. He finds Karl Anthony Towns defended by Harris. Hands off to Bridges. Bridges 1-on-1. Bridges goes left to right. Now left. Bridges pull up 3, but a 3-second violation on Detroit. So the Knicks will be shooting a technical free throw. I'm surprised Bridges actually finished that because he doesn't like contact, Donald.
Right.
So Karl Anthony Towns will shoot the technical free throw. Tonight's referees are Tyler Ford, Tony Brothers, and Ed Malloy. Fifth season as Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau. The Knicks have clinched the last 7 first-round series on the road. Brunson looking inbound. He finds Bridges. Handoff back to Brunson. Hart sets a screen. Brunson drives right. Brunson 1-on-1, 8 to shoot. Brunson step back 3 this time. No good. Rebound Hardaway. Hardaway drives. Pull up mid-range. Floater is good. Josh Hart will bring the ball up. Hands to Bridges. Bridges drives. Bridges on Cunningham. Fakes. Hands to Anunoby. Anunoby 3-pointers up. 3-pointers no good. Rebound Towns. Towns floaters up. That time in and out. Rebounded by Detroit.
Got to finish that.
Cunningham drives on Hart. Cunningham inside. Air ball. No good. Rebound Towns. Here comes Hart. Hart looks. Finds Anunoby. Anunoby 1-on-1 versus Thompson. Anunoby takes him to the basket. Inside is fouled, but will go to the line for 2. Detroit has lost the last 9 of their home playoff games. Their last win at home in the playoffs, Game 4 versus the Celtics in 2008. Anunoby at the line for 2. His first shot goes in. What I was saying about Mikal Bridges, Donald, me and Dylan were talking about it off air. Dylan's been criticized for criticizing Mikal Bridges because he had 17 points last game. Yeah, Dylan's like, he showed up too late in the fourth quarter. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean, he was anonymous right until the fourth quarter. Hit a couple of shots, but to be fair, Brunson wasn't on the floor.
Yeah.
The question is never, can Bridges score? The question is, can Bridges score with Brunson and Cat and Hart and OG in the same lineup? Because all the facts prove that he can't.
And he misses the mid-range jumper there. Rebound Thompson. Thompson ahead to Duren. Duren inside. Gets the layup to go.
Good God.
Brunson hands to Hart. Hart defended by Duren. Hart looking for a man to dish. 10 seconds. Gives to Karl-Anthony Towns back to Brunson. Brunson versus Cunningham. Drives, spins. Brunson fades away. Fires. Hits.
That was Brunson's patented move right there.
Yes, it was. The spin and turn into a mid-range jumper. It's 9-6 New York. Harris defended by Bridges. Hands off to Cunningham. Bridges now switched on to Cunningham. Hardaway sets a screen. Cunningham pulls up. Three-pointer. No good. Tipped out. Rebounded to Harris. Harris passes out to Hardaway. Gets a screen from Harris. Hardaway, three-pointers up. Three-pointer tipped up and good from Harris. OG Anunoby did not box out.
Very poor.
Brunson goes left to right. Back now right. Brunson looking for him, and he finds OG. OG drives to the basket. OG inside, double team, kicks. Bridges, Hart, fakes, drives, kicks. Brunson wide open for 3. No good. Taken by Hart. Back out to Anunoby for 3 this time. Gets it to go. Timeout Detroit.
Okay, well, the Knicks are showing a lot more aggressiveness early.
Yeah.
They've also had plenty of good looks. They've missed a bunch of looks, but they are also getting second chance opportunities. So that's a good sign. On the negative side, the Knicks are doing nothing defensively. Apart from that fast break steal by Bridges, credit to him. But by and large, the Pistons are getting a ton of easy looks and they're shooting a high percentage.
Yeah, it's been very meh defensively. Jacob, what's up? Armin, what's up? Sunil, what's up? Greetings. Who's your boy Blue tonight so far here? Not sure what Sunil's asking, but...
Oh, let's see here. What's he saying here?
Who's your boy Blue tonight so far here?
Who's your boy tonight so far? Do you... look, have you seen my award segments?
I have not. I mean, I've seen like parts of it when you do. Is this on your Yankified or is this on like the Pinstripe Chronicles?
Yankified. So one of my awards, if you've ever seen the movie Old School, Will Ferrell sings, "You're my boy Blue, you're my boy." So one of my awards is "You're my boy Blue." And that usually goes to, favorite prospect or someone who's performed fairly well. So that's what Steele's referring to.
Gotcha.
Who's my boy Blue tonight? Well, we're only like 2 minutes in, bro. So give me time.
Yeah. Anything can happen, folks. Anything can happen.
My boy Blue is Luca. There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Donald. But can the Knicks finish out Game 6? That's going to be the time. That's to be the test of time. Again, as I said, in countless games, if the Knicks throw a punch, Detroit throws a punch back. So you bet Detroit's going to come out with another punch.
Oh yeah, this is just. It's been a war of attrition, man.
Literally, it's not wrong. Literally, war of attrition.
I mean, if you look at the Knicks shooting percentages, it's
They're
freaking startling, man.
they're so bad. I mean, look at the numbers from three prior to this
Wow.
game. In terms of corner threes, let alone OG struggling, Brunson struggling, Bridges is struggling, Deuce McBride's been awful. And I like Deuce, and I've been pushing for him to be in the starting lineup, but holy hell has he been bad.
I mean, the Knicks shot 36% from three in Game 5. Game 4, the Knicks shot 37% from the field in Game 4.
Oof. It's just been
Have you seen
bad.
the Knicks from the stripe? 61%
Oh,
Game 5.
they missed 11 free throws last game?
59%.
Yeah, they missed 11 free throws. As we just saw a replay of Brunson turning his ankle.
Not his ankle again.
No, that was from last game.
Oh, thank God.
It was some people are saying it's because of the I guess they would call I don't remember what they call it, the city edition uniforms, whatever you call them, or some shit. I don't know. Cunningham hands off to Duran out of the timeout. Cunningham drives right. Cunningham dishes, finds Hardaway, top of the key. 3, no good. Rebound Thompson. And now deflected to the hands of Brunson. Brunson one-on-one. Hands Bridges. Beautiful layup inside.
That was some pass by Brunson, man.
Cunningham has it. Cunningham with a screen. Cunningham pulls up. Three-pointer. In and out. Rebound taken. And it is Knicks basketball.
That was an incredible pass by Brunson. We need to see more of that.
Yes.
He's got it in his bag. He just doesn't do it enough.
Brunson brings it up. Hands to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to Hart. Hart gets back to Brunson. Brunson looking for a man. Gives to Towns. Towns against Duran. Towns 8 to shoot. Drives to the basket. Towns trying to overpower. Inside. Gets it to go.
All right. I see you, Knicks.
Thompson looking, finds Duran. Duran to Harris. Harris, mid-range.
There we go.
In and out.
Good shit.
Rebound Towns. Here comes Brunson. Into Bridges. Bridges drives. Bridges inside. Layup is good.
This is the best I've seen Bridges play.
9-0 run in the last minute. Cunningham looks. Cunningham finds Duran. Duran looking for a man. Finds Hardaway. Hardaway off the handoff. Driving to the basket. Kicks. Inside Thompson. Loses the ball. Taken by Hart. As actually he stepped out of bounds before giving it to Hart. So it's still Knicks ball.
This is a great first quarter so far.
Brunson to the basket. Scores. It looked like the parting of the Red Sea.
Pistons have fallen apart here since the timeout.
Cunningham will bring it up, 14 to shoot. Not a lot of tempo with the Pistons offense. Cunningham, one-on-one. They hedge high. Cunningham fakes. Cunningham is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Anunoby with a jump on him. I'm surprised they're doing this in front of their home crowd. Yeah, I mean, I get they lost the first 2 games at home, but still, this is like win or go home for Detroit.
It's a game of runs. No doubt they'll make a run. But
Absolutely.
So far,
Dennis Schroeder.
Great.
Dennis Schroeder checks in.
Neil says, I'm not the biggest Cat fan, but I got to say, I like what I see from him on the offensive. Wow, dude, he's one of the greatest offensive centers of the modern generation. The only question with him is his defense.
Absolutely. Cade knocks down both free throws. Brunson will bring it up. Brunson gets a screen from Cat to the right side. Brunson drives to the basket. Brunson kicks. Anunoby in the corner for 3. Yes! OG Anunoby from downtown, his second corner 3. Knicks up 13.
Beautiful pass, Brunson.
It was almost no look. It was pretty nonchalant. Duran hands to Cunningham. Cunningham drives, kicks to Duran. Duran inside. Blocked from behind by Anunoby.
Hey!
Great play there. Here comes Brunson in transition. Brunson one-on-one. Dribbles. Slows it down. Towns fakes. Anunoby. Driving to the basket inside. Loses it. Stolen by Detroit.
OG just doesn't dribble, bro.
Not a great dribbler. Schroeder. Harris. 3. Yes.
Yikes.
Josh Hart will bring it up. Hart around the screen. Drives basket. Hart.
Oh,
inside
yeah.
kicks. Nice pass. Anunoby for 3.
Oh.
No good. Rebound Harris.
Good look, though.
Schroeder drives in the middle. Schroeder pull up mid-range. Yes.
Schroeder's a great series.
He's also tormented Deuce McBride.
Everyone's tormented just McBride this series, bro. What is he
Brunson
averaging?
goes
5 points a game?
Brunson drives, floater is good. Jalen Brunson.
Same finish.
Hardaway drives the basket. Hardaway inside. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Towns. Here
Great.
come the Knicks in transition. Brunson, three-pointer. Bang! Jalen Brunson from downtown. Knicks up 13. Time out Detroit.
Okay, the Knicks are playing pissed off.
Let's see if that, momentum carries, because Donald, let's remember, they had this sort of run in game 4 while we're calling it, and then the Pistons came back. They have to play with that same drive.
Yeah, they got to put their foot on the Pistons' necks. Don't let them come back.
And I think
the 20-point. To be fair, if they build up like a 20-plus point lead, the Pistons will have a hard time bringing that back because they're not a great offensive team.
Absolutely. And everything, as XJ was saying, it's very, as we mentioned in the preview show, it's all on Cade. Cade has to be the one producing because he's, the most high-usage, heliocentric player in the NBA, as he mentioned. No offense to Dylan, but I think he's the jinx. Let me see. No, game 1 we won with Dylan, but also Donald was here.
Maybe I'm the good luck.
Donald was here for game 4. Game 3. That's right. Game 3 was during the draft, so we didn't do that. Or game 2 because I was there. Game 5 was Dylan, and now game 6 was you, Donald. So you might be the good luck charm.
I think I am the good luck charm. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it.
But Dylan does a great job, and he was cursing out Bridges. He's not somebody who curses on stream, Donald. I tell you that because I've been doing the streams with Dylan for about a year. He was like, "Fucking Bridges sucks" after the show. And I'm like,
that's my guy. Yes.
And he's like, I got people telling me that he's like, I got people telling me that I'm scapegoating Bridges. I got people telling me that scapegoat is that Bridges is I'm scapegoating Bridges. That's bullshit.
He did predict that Bridges had to be like the X factor of the series,
and he's been ass.
He's been awful until today. He's actually, in fairness to him, he looks like he actually cares, which is nice to see.
Sunil says, Brunson, the former Mav and the leader of the Knicks offense. We need to get past Boston, too, after successful outcome tonight. That's easier said than done, Sunil. That's a tall task in itself.
Yeah, let's revisit this once.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once we're assuredly through it, because
anything can happen in this game. But right now, again, I'm not trying to look ahead to the other series, but if we were facing Boston, and that's probably the likely outcome, my confidence is very low. But again, it's a wait-and-see thing. We got to get out of this thing first, battle by battle.
I think we'll compete better with Boston than we have in the regular season, but
that we're fully healthy, yeah.
But there's, I would say safely, there's no chance.
Yeah. Unless, again, luck with the Knicks, not a thing, folks. Not a thing. As after the timeout, Brunson talking with Tony Brothers a little bit. Tony Brothers, not the biggest Carmelo Anthony fan. I think Donald could tell you about that one.
He's a clown.
Then Schroeder will bring the ball up. Screened out by Beasley. Schroeder one-on-one. Schroeder looking, finds Cade Cunningham. Cunningham drives. Cunningham inside. Layup is good. OG, I almost said Obi. OG got hit in the mouth.
Parting of the Red Sea.
Mitchell Robinson also in for the Knicks. Brunson one-on-one. Screened out by OG.
Read it.
Brunson versus Cunningham, 9 to shoot. OG
There's a
trying to
mismatch.
get the mismatch. He does feed it to OG. OG 1-1, 4 to shoot. Anunoby kicks. Hart, Bridges, 3-pointers up. 3-pointers in and out. Rebound Cunningham.
His 3-point shot is still ass.
Cunningham to the basket. Cunningham inside is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. Josh Hart says challenge it. It's funny, Donald, because he's better from above the break, and he's not shooting well from above the break.
It just makes no sense. I can't quite work it out.
Yeah,
But that like fadeaway mid range that he's got, freaking perfection. The rest of his game, terrible.
I mean, it's like what's statistically a better shot in the modern era? Either driving to the basket and having a 3-point shot. It doesn't seem that he has either. He just takes mid-range shots. He'd be a great mid-2000s player. Don't kid
Oh,
yourself.
yeah. But, I mean, obviously this is not the way the game is played now.
No, fuck no.
Surely the Knicks will be regretting this, man.
That's not what they wanted. And
All
his
right.
little jump shot. Brunson, hedged out by Schroeder. Bridges sets a screen. Brunson now on Schroeder. Brunson drives. 10 to shoot. Gives to Hart. Back to Anunoby. Anunoby trying to take him off the dribble. Backing him down. Anunoby. 2 seconds. Turns. Fires. Air ball.
Terrible
And a
shot.
rebound by Cunningham. Cunningham in transition. Cunningham inside. Layup.
Oh,
And they're going to call a foul on Hart. And Schroeder is hurt in the backcourt. Schroeder holding his left ankle.
if I'm going to be perfectly honest,
Okay.
Bridges did all the right thing there, but he didn't set a physical screen. His screen made no dividends whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, they were trying to force a mismatch, but Bridges didn't, as you said, he didn't set the screen.
He didn't set the screen. He just kind of ran away from it. And in the end, OG then had to take on a double team by himself, and it was a bad shot. All of that came from a failed screen. You kind of need. I mean, I love what Bridges is doing. Like, I love the. At least I'm seeing him make an effort.
Yeah.
He needs to follow through. He needs to. But he hates it. But he needs to make contact and at least kind of. But still, I mean, it's overly critical. But
No, that's true. It's true.
It'll pay attention to it the rest of this game.
Josh Hart exits. Deuce McBride in. Lay a deuce.
But I love that he actually is running up the court, and it looks like he's trying to move off ball, and he's trying to do the right things.
Brunson floater is good. Almost over a double team that time.
And just by him doing that, it's opening up space for Brunson to cook.
Exactly.
It makes a huge difference. That's why Dante DiVincenzo was so good, because he was constantly moving off ball, constantly setting screens.
Cunningham, Beasley high arcing three, knocks it down. Force the Knicks D in rotation.
Well,
and Beasley has been talking a lot through social media.
It's only a 7-point game now.
Brunson hands off to the right. Robinson comes to set the screen to the right. Brunson looking, finds Anunoby, 7 to shoot. Anunoby high arcing three, no good.
You can't be doing that, man. That's not a good shot for you, bro.
Cunningham, Schroeder, screen set, Schroeder three, no good. Rebound Bridges.
OG thinking he's James Harden. Just don't do it, bro.
Thinking he's Kawhi. Brunson off the screen, drives right, Brunson floater.
There you
Yes, Jalen Brunson is cooking here in Game 6. .125 to play. Cunningham directing traffic, goes left of the screen. Looking, finds Beasley. Beasley pull up 3, no good. Rebound Mitchell Robinson.
Nice shot. Good job. Good defense.
Bridges against Harris. Bridges with a screen from McBride, hands to Robinson. Robinson dribbles, hands off to Bridges. Bridges goes right of the screen. They hedge it. Nice job there. Bridges drives. Bridges pull up mid-range. Got it. How did he get that off?
That's crazy. It's not how you draw it up, but that was a hell of a shot.
Cunningham brings it up. 13 to shoot. Cunningham goes left to right off the screen. Cunningham fakes into Duren. Duren inside. Floater. In. Good. Tip up. Robinson rebound.
That's what OG is good at.
Brunson feeds. Bridges. Pull up mid-range. No good. And rebounded by Cunningham. Beasley. Three-pointer off transition. No good. Rebound Brunson. He'll slow it down. Shot clock is turned off.
Heck of a first quarter.
13 down to 12, down to 10, down to 9. Brunson against Beasley.
Brunson for 3.
Duren comes to his side. Brunson. Whoa. McBride, three-pointer. Yes! Deuce McBride from downtown. Final seconds. Cunningham at the horn. Deflected, no good. Knicks up 14 to start the game. 37-23 to end the first quarter. How about that?
How about that?
That was fundamental basketball for about 95% of that quarter. Good job.
You're right, man. Far more active.
Yes.
Far more active.
Brunson is cooking. He's playmaking. Knicks are running in transition. Pistons are turning the ball over, too.
Feels like the Knicks scored more points in that quarter than they almost did, like, most of that game in Game 5.
Sounds about right.
No, they're moving the ball, man.
Yeah.
They're also moving off ball. And the defense has been very good. Getting out and contesting.
Absolutely.
After the timeout. So obviously the first couple minutes I was like, oh, I'm not feeling too good about this. We're leaving a lot of space for Cade. But whatever they said in the timeout worked because after that, completely shut up shop. So that's been really positive.
So some stats. Brunson also has 4 assists with his 15 points in the quarter. OG 8, Bridges 8, Mitchell Robinson's 2 rebounds. And Towns
has 15 points.
That is correct.
In the first quarter? That's insane, bro.
7 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. So much for the foul grifting narrative where he has to go to the line to get to score. You could throw that out the window or shove it up your ass.
Well said.
Karl Anthony Towns has 3 points, but it was a shot and a free throw, so he hasn't even started cooking yet.
Lots of contested shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although it's not coming up in the stat line, I thought Towns has contested pretty well.
And they're grabbing the boards, too.
Yeah.
Right now, it's 11 to 10 in the rebounding category. Both teams have 2 offensive rebounds apiece. Knicks have 9 defensive rebounds. Also, turnovers. The Pistons had 3 in that quarter.
How many for the Knicks? None?
1. Just 1.
It's fine.
Now we need Deuce to cook because he's the 6th man. It's like in the it's like in the games that he's played, he's made 1 3 and then he's just disappeared offensively. It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm rooting him for him to play better.
Appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yes, absolutely.
Salute, Sunil. Thanks for watching, man. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the sub up for my boy Luca. Let's hope for many more games to call in these playoffs.
Absolutely. Game 1, Boston deciding our future. I'm here to breathe success into existence. Hopefully, Sunil. Stephanie Reddy talking with Tom Thibodeau. This was obviously during the timeout, during the quarter intermission. Knicks have started 15 of 25 from the field in the first quarter.
As opposed to 9 for 24, which was in the previous game.
Dennis Schroeder will bring it up as we start the second quarter. Schroeder looking for a man to find. He finds Cunningham. Reed comes with a high screen. Fit dish to Reed. Inside goes Thompson for the slam. Payne has also checked in for the Knicks. Payne hands to Anunoby. Anunoby driving on Cade. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Bridges looking. Backing down. Double team. Bridges fading. No. Pass to Robinson inside. Blocked. And out of bounds. It'll be Piston basketball.
It's a pretty nice pass.
Dennis Schroeder will bring it up.
Why can't we see this Bridges more often, I have to say, man? Because he's active on both ends.
They hedge it. Kicks out to Schroeder. Schroeder off the screen. Feeds. Thompson inside. Blocked by Robinson, but a foul.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let me see that again.
This was on the previous possession. Thompson will go to the line for 2.
I'd like to see a replay of that.
Thompson was 8 for 10 from the free throw. I should say, no, never mind. He was 8 for 10 from the field in Game 5 as he misses the first. Give me 1 second.
Although why? Well, Zar Thompson's been one of my favorite players this entire series, man. He's been great. He plays fantastic defense.
Can't tell what I was fucking looking for. Damn it. Whew. Thompson knocks down the second.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Towns finds to Cameron Payne. Why is it like the
violation there?
Why do the Knicks always have trouble inbounding the ball?
All right, come on, Payne.
Payne 1-on-1 versus Schroeder. Towns trying to get free. He has Thompson on him. Backing down. Towns finds. Towns kicks. OG for 3.
There we go. I called it.
OG Anunoby with his third 3. Thompson drives. Thompson is fouled by Towns.
I know ball. Good decision making from Towns.
And it looked like his dribble was pretty contained there. He wasn't out of control. He was backing his man down, was reading the floor. Good job. Thompson at the line for 2. His first misses.
Sure. Have you been impressed with Thompson?
Yeah. They're trying to utilize his athleticism. You see the alley-oops. You see him cutting.
I've just been impressed with the way he's played defense, man.
He's really good defensively. So is his brother Eamon. Deuce McBride will bring the ball up. McBride looking for a man. Goes left to the screen. They hedge it nicely. McBride looking. Somebody needs to get open. McBride gives to Towns with 7 seconds to shoot. Towns 1-on-1. They double his side. Towns long 2. Oh, my goodness. Knocks it down.
Dude, have you seen the announcing fucking booth on TNT? Grant Hill? He's a Piston.
Exactly. Cunningham drives, kicks, Schroeder, 3-pointer from the perimeter. Got it.
You couldn't find someone to partner him that's had an affiliation in the Knicks? Has Grant Hill been an active announcer for TNT much this year?
A little bit, yeah. He's usually paired with Ian Eagle. Cameron Payne, no good. Rebound.
Oh!
Towns like a bat out of hell. Beasley off the curl. Looks, pass deflected, stolen by Payne. Good job and great defense there. Payne retreats, looks, finds Towns. Towns hands off to Beasley. Back Towns. Towns long three. No good. Tip up, and it's rebounded by Schroeder. Beasley transition fakes. Three-pointer.
Oh, no.
Got it. Cameron Payne will bring the ball up.
This is a heck of a game so far.
Payne looking, finds Towns. Towns double team stripped, and he's fouled.
Good. I thought it was a turnover.
Pistons fan not happy visibly.
He's not happy with the call. Wouldn't mind seeing that again, but
listen, Donald, they enabled football rules in game 4.
You're right.
Towns against Harris has the mismatch. Towns backing him down. Double comes. Towns feeds inside Robinson. Towns gets it back. No good on the front rim. Rebounded by Beasley. Inside, offensive foul. Cameron Payne draws the charge.
We need to stop force-feeding the ball to Mitchell Robinson. I mean, I love Mitch, but that's not his skill set. He's got hands like tennis rackets, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, because they did that in game 5 a little bit. Like, he's better as catching alley-oops. He's not somebody who's going to catch the ball under the rim.
No, you don't feed them. You don't force-feed him the ball. There is no need to force-feed him. He can't do it. He can't handle it. He doesn't have hands.
So it's Payne, it's McBride, it's Brunson. It's a 3-guard lineup. Payne hands to Mitch. Mitch hands to Payne. Payne off the screen left. Payne one-on-one, drives left off the Brunson screen. Oh, that was a terrible pass from Payne. Harris, Schroeder, Beasley, 3-pointers up. 3-pointers good.
Unbelievable.
I don't think Cam Payne's been good at all. He's been useless this far.
It was great game 1, and then he's turned into a I don't even know what to say. he's turned back into a freaking tomato.
I said in game 1 he could either be really hot or really cold, and I think we're getting the really ice cold version.
Yeah, this is the tomato version of Cam Payne.
More like a pumpkin. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find something real quick. I'll be back in a sec.
So it's only an 8-point game despite the Knicks completely dominating on both ends of the floor. There's no question the Knicks are the better team, better roster. They've started better. They're doing everything right, but it's only a couple scores in it.
Yeah.
Which, for me, should be a concern.
Yeah.
These kind of lapses.
By the way, JB Bickerstaff got teed up.
Oh, that's good. What's he arguing at?
There was a foul before timeout was called. I don't remember who Deuce got fouled, and that's why Bickerstaff got teed up.
If I were Tibbs, I'm not going to waste too much time with Cam Payne. Get Brunson back on the floor. The Pistons can't handle Brunson.
It's like, Cam Payne's supposed to be that veteran guard, and I thought he would be that more controlled guard alongside Deuce, because we all know Deuce is a 2. He's not a 1. He can't facilitate. He's better off the ball as a shooter. But I thought he played like somewhat better in the regular season. Postseason's been a huge disappointment. And he's had playoff experience too. It's not like this is his first time. But he's somebody that I think we definitely move off of in the offseason.
Yeah. I wish the Knicks actually did something in the buyout market or pulled off at least a small trade to boost up this bench, because this bench has been a killer in the playoffs. They've just been offering nothing.
Well, that's I agree. No, I agree with you 100%. This bench has been super ass, but that's I think what the offseason is going to be about. I think it's going to be about how do you maintain flexibility. It's not only the Knicks that are going through this second apron BS. The Celtics might even start trading players, but regardless of the whole second apron thing, you got to find suitable bench players because that's when you really start to convince me that you're a championship contender.
Well, that's why the Knicks shouldn't have made that Bridges trade on top of the Cat trade, because now we're in cap hell.
Yeah, you're tied to a lot of contracts.
We're tied to how much are those contracts combined? Like, is it like 80 million? Combined?
Bridges is something like $20 million, 24, 22, 23. I could be wrong, but they're showing the JB Bickerstaff technical foul as he was yelling, "Hey," 3 times at the referee.
Sneal's got a bickering staff. That's a perfect name.
Or as what's his name? Alex called him JB Bickerstaff.
Bickerstaff, bickering staff, all good, all factual.
He was assessed a technical foul.
He's still out coach Thibodeau though, and
that's fair. You're right. You're right. Not that I mentioned it, but that was a partial concern in the series in case JB wanted a gun for revenge against Tibbs for Cleveland.
All right, better hit this, man. Woof, wipe this floor, but I'll take it.
45-36. Knicks need to know that they need to hit their free throws. Bridges inbounds, looks, finds Towns. Towns looking for a handoff, looking. Finds Hart cutting. Hart looking for a handoff, defended by Reed. Hands to Brunson. Brunson one-on-one against Schroeder, 7 to shoot. Brunson isolated. Brunson 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Brunson pulls, step back 3. No good. Rebound tipped up and rebounded by the Pistons. Beasley against McBride. Beasley hands to Schroeder. Schroeder defended by Jalen Brunson. Schroeder right off the screen. Hands to Harris. Harris hands off to Beasley. Beasley's 5 to shoot. Hands to Harris. Harris defended by Bridges. Harris backing him down. Turns, fires, hits. Brunson will bring it up. And no foul there for some reason. Thought there was a little collision there. Bridges hands to Hart. Hart driving to the basket. Hart loses it, and it's out of bounds. It's Pistons basketball. See, the problem here, Donald, is in this. There's no spacing because Josh Hart is guarded right now by Paul Reed. They're not respecting him.
I can't believe it's only a 7-point game, bro. Can you?
Neither can I, but we were saying the same shit as this ball's deflected back to Schroeder. We were saying the same shit in game 4.
That's right.
Harris hands to Schroeder. Schroeder hands to Hardaway. Hardaway deep 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Hart.
Great defense.
Here comes Bridges.
Towns.
Oh, finds Hart. Hart inside is fouled.
Beautiful pass by Cat.
Josh Hart will go to the line for 2. His first goes in. Cade Cunningham checks in, so does Jalen Duren. Schroeder checks out, and so does Paul Reed.
I would love in the offseason for Brunson and Cat to work on their games together. Because if they get their chemistry down, this team is so much better.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of synergy, absolutely. Hart knocks down the second free throw.
Like, I recommend a pick and pop.
Oh, fuck yeah. We don't run it. Well, we don't run it up. We don't even run pick and rolls with the 2 of them.
No, I'm going around pick and rolls. I'm pick and pop. Definitely a pick and pop. Top the key. You'll be open all day.
Beasley inside to Duren. Duren inside. Shot is good. Brunson will bring it up off the Hart screen. Brunson looks, drives to the basket,
yeah.
pulls, step back, 2-pointer, got it.
There's a step back. I just know it is good.
Jalen Brunson with 18 in the first half. Cunningham drives the basket.
Can't forget what he was doing right there. There you go. Come on.
Anunoby, one-on-one versus Hardaway, kicks, Bridges, corner, 3, no good. Rebound, Beasley.
How did you miss that?
Beasley pull up 3, no good. Rebound, Towns.
All right, come on.
Brunson, hands, Hart drives, kicks, Anunoby, corner, 3, in and out. Rebound, Cunningham.
Man, we are missing some great looks.
Hardaway, 3, no, kicks out. Beasley, corner, 3, it's good.
All day long. What happened there? There was no one within like 25 feet of him.
Brunson, one-on-one versus Hardaway. Brunson backing him down. Brunson turns. Brunson pulls up. No good. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Oh, shit.
Kicks to the corner. Beasley sidesteps. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound, Josh Hart.
He rushed that. I don't know why.
Hart. Brunson. One-on-one. Drives the basket to the right side. Brunson inside. No good. Rebound, Cunningham. Cunningham drives. Cunningham spins. Cunningham alley-oop to Duren inside. Shot is good and the foul.
That is an unbelievable pass. Unbelievable pass.
They took advantage of the mismatch. Not exactly an easy layup. I should say an easy alley-oop to catch from Duren. It's a 3. It could be a 3-point game. It is a 3-point game.
Fuck, I can't believe it's a 3-point game.
Donald, you said it's a game of runs, and not to mention that what we are literally copying the same script from Game 4.
Yeah, this game's gonna be tight, man.
Brunson goes right off the screen. Brunson looking, feeds, Bridges, kicks wide to the corner. Anunoby drives. Anunoby step back 2-pointer this time. Air ball, rebound Duren.
OG, this is not working, brother.
Alley-oop Duren deflected. Nearly. Kicks out to the corner. Beasley ties the game.
What?
Hart drives. Hart inside is fouled. Josh Hart is saying, come on. I think he's yelling at his teammates.
I love the energy.
Like, let's go. I'm telling you, this is the same script of Game 4. This should not be a game. Hart knocks down the first free throw.
OG's forcing some really bad shots, bro. Like, I don't know why he's doing this step back thing like he's Kawhi Leonard / James Harden.
See, the thing is, when he was making his shots, he was open on the perimeter. When he was moving off the ball.
Yeah. Catch and shoot, no problem. Drive to the paint, no problem. Dribbles and dribble step backs. Don't want to see it, brother.
Beasley, 3, no good. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Knick basketball. Bridges gets the inbound. Bridges right up against Cade Cunningham. Drives the basket, kicks out to Brunson. Back out to Hart. Hart, one-on-one versus Duren. Stops. Bridges, 3-pointers up. 3-pointer is, nope, no good. Dude, you don't even know when he's going to make a 3-pointer. I swear to Christ. You don't know when this dude's making a 3-pointer.
That was closer to the stands than it was the basket.
You don't know. You don't fucking know.
4 of 15 this quarter. The Knicks have what are they doing?
Duren looks, floater, tied.
All right,
Bridges
here we go.
against Schroeder. Bridges backing him down. Bridges backing him down the post.
There you
Bridges
go.
turns, fires, hits.
That's his bag.
Bro thinks he's DeMar DeRozan. Cunningham stops his dribble, gives to Hardaway, and OG fouls him. Let's see.
That looks like a foul by OG.
Yeah. Detroit will inbound. It's 3:02 to play. Cunningham looking for an inbound. He finds Dennis Schroeder, hands to Cunningham. Cunningham against Mikal Bridges. Hardaway trying to get off a screen. He does. Hardaway pulls up from three. No good. Tipped out. Rebound OG.
If Hardaway was a good basketball player, we would be losing the series.
Anunoby kicks Bridges back to Hart. Hart fakes. Hart drives the basket. Alley-oop OG.
That's it. That's what I want to see from OG.
55-51. 2:33 to play. Cunningham off a screen. Goes left to the screen. Cunningham in the mid-range. Cunningham at the high post. Dribbles down the lane. Cunningham retreats. Good defense by Bridges. Playing it high. Cunningham drives, kicks out Harris, three-pointer. No good. Rebound OG.
Incredibly lucky because he failed to rotate.
Well, Hart overhelped.
Oh, I got him off the bench.
Brunson inside. No good, but a foul. Knicks are now in the bonus.
Look at this. Oh, yeah. That first step is freaking unbeatable.
And Brunson also hit his head on Cade's knee. They were going to a timeout, by the way.
Okay.
Like explosive. Like once he made that, it's like it's a quick first step at that, but it's like you're late to react, whatever you do. That's what Cade was. Once Cade reacted, he had his hands on Brunson.
You're right.
It's crazy.
Bro, remember last season what he did to the Kings? Remember that? Remember
yeah.
And he sent the Kings guy down to get
he called for a screen. I think he called for a screen, sent Keon Ellis the other way.
That's it.
Funny as hell.
Ellis went out to get some get a loaf of bread and some milk.
Meanwhile, it's like Brunson, all right, I'm scoring.
He sold Ellis so bad. By the time Ellis looked around, Brunson was already at the basket, and you saw his face. He's like, "Oh shit! I just got cooked." He got cooked, all right.
I see some tweets on Twitter. Mikal Bridges is a frustrating watch sometimes. Mikal, bro, please hit a shot.
He's such a confounding player. This is actually him playing well. This is him playing well.
He should not be this streaky. He should not be. How does he make the contested mid-range jumpers, and then when he comes off a screen for three, he misses? I don't get it.
Isn't that insane?
As you said, it's like confounding. Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. But if you've been here, folks, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live or drop a new video. Going to be live for all the Knicks playoff games. Donald's links in the description for PFN and Pinstripe Chronicles and his ex, so please follow him. Thank you all for your support. We are also 6 subs away from 100.
There we go. We're climbing.
Somebody says Bridges should be sat ASAP.
Really? I'd say he's actually played pretty well. No?
For his standards. Again, he's like very hot and cold. He's
He
played
just
well
kinda
defensively. He's been fine.
Yeah, he just kind of shoot threes, bro. Is he an over from 3 so far?
I thought he made a 3. No, Bridges is 0 for 3 from 3.
Yeah.
And again, he refuses to go to the basket.
There's no one playing particularly horrible, apart from Campaign, of course, but no one's playing particularly bad.
Yeah.
They played pretty well. Yeah, they're only going to be 57-51 after these 2 free throws.
Brunson at the line for 2. First shot goes up. First shot goes in. Wouldn't surprise me if the Pistons try to go on a little run here to end the quarter. Brunson, 19 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds.
Better make it 20.
And he does.
Good.
Ball is inbounded to Cade. About 2 minutes, 7 seconds to play here in the second quarter. In the first half overall. Cunningham looks. Gives to Duren. Duren looking for a man. Still looking for a man. He finds Cunningham. Knicks play high screen. Kicks out to the corner. Harris drives to the basket. Harris pull up mid-range is fouled and hits.
Oh.
Silly foul by Josh Hart.
That can't happen, bro. That cannot happen.
Let's see. Drives him off the base. That
cannot happen.
Tobias Harris, 9 points, 4 of 7, 1 of 3 from 3, and 3 rebounds. Deuce McBride checks in. Harris nails the free throw. 57-54 with about a minute 51 to play. McBride will bring the ball up.
There you go.
McBride with a little bit of pace. Goes right to the screen. Pull up 3. No good. Rebounded by.
He can't run an offense, man.
He cannot. Schroeder inside gets it to go.
Absolutely cooked.
1 point game. Brunson. 1-on-1. Now up against Schroeder. Isolating. Double teamed. Looking. Brunson finds. And that ball went into the backcourt. That's out of bounds.
I mean, that can't happen. Terrible ball movement, though. Terrible off-ball movement.
There's nothing happening.
Nothing was happening. They just, it was like Brunson got the ball, all right, I'm done, and everybody just stood and watched them.
That's the problem. Harris hands to Cunningham. Cunningham off the handoff goes left to the screen. Drives to the basket. Cunningham inside. Floater is good. Detroit has the lead.
Unbelievable. First lead. Detroit by 15 points, man.
This team, Brunson goes left to right. Brunson drives to the paint. Brunson inside, and he loses the ball out of bounds. Donald, why meltdown in the third quarter when you can melt down in the second? That's literally what's happening. They're going back to iso ball. There's no ball movement. I
think they're playing for a 2-for-1 here.
Schroeder will bring it up, defended by Brunson, hands off to Cunningham. Cunningham goes right at the screen, hands to Schroeder. Schroeder off the handoff, drives to the middle. Schroeder mid-range, way off, rebound Deuce McBride. Here come the Knicks in transition, feeds Anunoby. Anunoby inside to Bridges. Layup is good.
There you go.
There's about a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Cunningham 1-on-1 versus OG Anunoby. Neither team has a foul to give. They play it high. Cunningham, pull up 3, in and out, rebound Towns. Towns is going to bring it up. 6 to shoot. Towns drives to the
You're
basket.
going,
Towns
bro.
kicks.
You're going,
Anunoby. And a foul. Oh, offensive foul.
Good Lord.
Final seconds. Schroeder looking inbound. Finds Beasley. High arcing three. Knocks it down at the buzzer. 61-59 at halftime.
You almost deserve to lose after that.
You do. I told you, dude. Why melt down in the third quarter when you can melt down in the second?
Dude.
These possessions are ass.
Dude, that was like a 20-foot inbounds pass.
How the fuck do you not defend that?
There was 2 guys on him. And they went to sleep.
Bro, you could have just stood around. One guy here, one guy there. All you had to do was trap him. You knew he was getting the ball.
That was some pass, man. The nuance on that pass, bro. He threw him open like a quarterback. It's like a fucking Tom Brady throw.
Let me tell you something right now. And I hate being this guy. This team has no killer instinct.
No.
Look at how many bleeds they've blown this series.
Dude, we're up 15 and we're losing at the half. We're up 15 and we're losing at the
It's
half.
because we decided, let's go away from what's working. Ball movement? No. Let's play iso ball.
Right. I mean, they almost deserve to lose just for that alone, man. That possession with Brunson was so frustrating. Brunson went in the paint. He's like, shit. I can't beat him.
He had the ball.
Everyone around me, and everybody went. Looked like everybody went to the locker room. There was no one anywhere within this vicinity. I couldn't believe it. And then that inbounds was unacceptable.
And I can ask you, Donald, I'm not trying to be this Monday morning quarterback shit. Why did we only use one timeout when we were collapsing?
Dude.
I'm trying to be objective. I swear to God, I'm trying to be objective. How do you not call a single timeout while this team is collapsing? How? Do you not watch the fucking game in front of you? I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not even trying to harp on Tibbs. I'm being honest.
I'm gonna rewatch that inbounds because that was just disgraceful. Unbelievable. For those that are not watching, you had Dennis Schroeder, and he just threw like a...
It was near the fucking sideline.
Right on the sidelines. Right along the sidelines. Right over Tim's head. It was a perfect pass right on the sidelines. There's 2 men right there. There's 2 men marking him. And somehow he completed the pass perfectly with
the 2 players. 2.
2 players there, bro.
How the fuck do you not defend that?
Plus, there's 0 margin for error.
None.
Plus, there's 0 time on the clock. You go 1 second. And he threw a perfect...
Oh, you got to stand in front of him and do this?
Perfect 20-yard pass right along the sidelines. There's 2 men standing there, one of which was Bridges, I'm pretty sure, and you somehow let him shoot the 3 at the sideline. How can you not close that out?
Can I ask who the fuck is closing that out? Who was on it, Donald?
It was McBride and Bridges, bro.
How the fuck? Bro, it's not like they had like 5 seconds where they could do another pass. He had to put the shot up. It was a heave.
Steady himself, put the shot up perfect.
It was a heave.
And he was standing like an inch from the sidelines.
Bro, it was a heave. All he had to do was heave the fucking ball. And he's been the hot hand for Detroit. What is going on?
That can't happen, man. That's not right.
Donald. That can't happen phrase you could say for a lot of things this series. That's absolutely fucking inexcusable.
You don't deserve to win just for that look.
No, you don't.
Dagger
You would. I'm sorry. Like, you would win by the virtue of the other team fucking up. Like, let's be objective here for about fucking 5 seconds. For pretty much throughout the entire 5 to 6 game series, this team has not played their best basketball no matter what. They haven't been able to close leads. There's no game they've won comfortably.
This is staggering.
It's bad. It's fucking bad. And you know what? I'm sorry.
The worst thing is this team always falls asleep.
I'm sorry,
always,
dude. I haven't really
falls asleep.
I'm sorry, but if people have been saying this, and I'm not going to lie to you, I've been kind of hesitant. I would rather use the term "they have no killer instinct." If you can't close a lead, you're fucking soft. You're soft.
And you're right; they don't have a killer instinct.
Where's the put the team to bed?
Where's asleep, man? They've done it all year. What about when we took Boston all the way into the last possession and Mikal Bridges fell asleep at the inbounds?
Fucking dropped the ball.
Yeah.
He dropped the ball.
Carmelo Anthony looked like
Carmelo's like, yeah, I probably could have caught that.
That's what they've been doing all year, bro. It's just like they fall asleep, no killer instinct. They allow the dumbest things to happen, and that is the dumbest thing that they've done all year. The margin for error was 0. The level of difficulty was 100. And they still did it. And it undoes all the good work they did.
It does. Let's be truthful. It does. You could say they had a good first quarter, but here's the problem. They went away from what worked in the first quarter. They're like, oh, let's ISO Jalen Brunson. Yes, he's the high end. But you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody was contributing when the ball was moving and everybody was getting off ball. The screens were being set. All this different shit. It comes from no structure on the offensive side of the ball.
Don't forget, Bridges was only playing in the second quarter for 6 minutes. The other 6 minutes was ISO by everybody else. There was no ball. What about Deuce McBride trying ISO? How did that work out for him?
Yeah, dude, he brought up the ball, dribbled. Brunson sets a screen to the right. Remember, the clock was winding down. The problem with the Knicks is they do not get into their sets conveniently. It's always a struggle. It's always so hard.
Right.
So, Brunson set the screen. Deuce just doesn't know how to point out guys like, hey, go here, go here, go here. No, I'm going to pull up for 3 on Cade Cunningham. Like, what offense is that?
And then it was the same with OG Anunoby. Dude trying these step-back threes like he's James Harden.
They need a fucking structure. I'm telling everybody.
Dribble step-back threes. This shit can't happen. Your head coach needs to be drilling into them. Play to your strengths. Don't try and be someone you're not. You know what I'm saying? OG can do everything. But then one thing he can't do is dribble step backs. That's not his game. So cut that out. Deuce McBride, he can do a lot of good things. But one thing you cannot do is run an offense. So don't try. You know what I'm saying? You need to cut that shit out. What about Mitchell Robinson, man? The dude is not Nikola Jokic. He's not a ball-handling center. So stop forcing the ball into him. He can't do it. That's not his game. You need to cut that out, and a good coach pinpoints that stuff. But Thibodeau just allows them all to do this, and it's a mess. There's no rhythm. They're not running an offense. They're not getting into a set. They're just in this half court, and it looks like they're playing in mud. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're playing in mud.
Dude, Donald, we literally called the fucking the season opener against Boston. I know it was one game, but still, we were like, dude, this is not even an offense. You had all season to figure out a fucking offense that suits everybody. You've had OG for a year. You have had Towns for the past couple of months. And you coached him in Minnesota. You know what his strengths are. It's not always the post. It's not always running him from the top of the key. That's Julius Randle shit. I'm so sick of this offense being so fucking bland. That's been one of my chief complaints. And I'm not saying that it's all Thibodeau's fault, because believe me, some of this is on the character of the fucking team.
Uh-huh.
But but here's the thing: third quarter meltdown's coming, folks. It's true.
Yeah. To that point, guys, if you didn't know this, right? The Knicks are the worst third quarter team in this year's playoffs. Let me repeat: the Knicks are the worst team in this year's playoffs in the third quarter. They have a minus 28 net rating, which is worse than every other team, and there's not a team that's even within the same realm of it. It's like the Knicks are far and away the worst.
Oh, of course.
The Pistons have outscored the Knicks 142-109 in the third quarter. If that continues, where the Knicks get outscored again in this third quarter, then this game is over. So it needs to be cut out. It needs to be cut out right now. I don't know what Thibodeau doesn't say at halftime, but he needs to change it.
What the fuck do they do at halftime?
Nothing.
What do they do? Every third quarter they collapse, Donald. You're mentioning it. You're hitting the nail on the head. What do they do? Just sit around and play fucking checkers? What? Tell me, if you're a coach that's supposedly, preaches structure, all these. You know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing this phrase from Tibbs. Oh, the game tells you what to do. Really? And that was in reference to, talking about the offense pregame. And that's a phrase he uses a lot. Oh, the game tells you what to do. Remember 97, 90.
He keeps repeating that. The game tells you what to do.
Look,
there's nuances to that.
Exactly. And the thing is, though, 90, remember, you got to go back to the last game. 97, 95, Brunson, Hart were all hurt. What structure was there? It was basically Towns just go to the basket, take a fadeaway floater. There was no structure. I get it. This team doesn't have a secondary ball handler, but you can implement some sort of structure where say, hey, you know what? You're good here. Let's run this. No, it's like, oh, I'm hands off. I don't do offense, guys. Let's play blacktop basketball. A blacktop game is definitely better offensively.
Salute to your brother. He's got the stats here. Bring it up, man.
Game third quarters, outscored 36-26, outscored 2018, outscored 30-27, outscored 2018, outscored 28-24. That's going to happen. It's going to happen again. We're going to be down in the fourth quarter.
That's absolutely amazing, man.
This team is so frustrating for a fucking slew of reasons.
But, I mean, look at those numbers, though.
Yeah.
18 points in a third quarter, 18 points a game. 26 is pretty miserable. 24. So they're not scoring. They ain't playing any defense. So that needs to be fixed. Wow.
I am not. No one in their right mind, no one on the planet who has watched this team for the entire season and the postseason should be surprised if they go down big in the third quarter. That's the truth. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth.
I don't think it's going to happen, but
you wouldn't be surprised.
No, how could you not be? We've lost every single third quarter this series. So
and you know why?
Suggests that it's going to get any better.
And you know why I'm so pissed that we lost Game 5-2? Not only because we could win it. Rest. We could rest until Monday.
No, I mean that's not happening now, man.
No.
It's well and truly good. And you know the one thing we haven't covered yet. What about Thibodeau refusing to call a timeout with Josh Hart and Brunson standing on the sideline?
That was a fucking I'm gonna say it. That was Robert Saleh-esque time management, letting the clock wind down. What are you saving that one timeout for? What do you say, dude? This is the playoffs. If you lose this series, you could be fucking fired. That's the truth. You could be fired if you lose this series. It's a possibility. Why aren't you?
They could have done anything, man, to throw the ball out of bounds, step out of bounds, just get them on the court. Foul them.
Well, foul them would have sent to them line. But what about hold on, what's the word I'm looking for? God damn it. What about a kickball violation? Throw it off somebody's foot. Throw it off somebody's foot.
Anything. You're right. Anything would have been better than that.
That's a complete mental error. And, dude, it's not like he's some rookie coach. He's been coaching since 2010.
That can't happen, man. It's one of the dumbest decisions. Both those guys, the heart and soul of your team, and you didn't have them in the last minute. You had campaign forcing shots. I mean, what is going on? Like, how is this happening? That's what I'm worried about. Like, how is this happening? Another thing that I'm concerned about is that JB Bickerstaff has actually managed to force the Knicks to play into their hands. Mm-hmm. This is exactly how the Pistons want the Knicks to play. They want the Knicks to play in a half-court set. You're playing into their hands because if they're forcing them in a half-court set, they're not running an offense, so they're not getting into their sets. So all that's happening is it's making it incredibly easy to mark them one-on-one. And that's what's happening.
Donald, you know what you just told me? And it's been prevalent with the team all year. You're telling me that the Knicks do not have an identity. They don't.
No, they don't have an identity. I've noticed that all year. You can argue the only identity is that they're good in clutch moments down in the fourth quarter.
Because of Jalen Brunson, that's it.
Yeah, or Towns. It's like that's their only identity. Other than that, they don't do anything. They're not a physical team. They're not a team that forces steals and play in transition. They don't do that. They're not a fast-paced team. They don't move the ball. They don't run an offense. They're not even a pick-and-roll team. Like, I don't know what their identity is.
They don't have one, dude. They don't have one. Dude, this is a win or win. Not this is a win or go home. You have the chance to move on to the next round with some available rest. You have a chance. They're not doing it. As of right now, things could change, but still.
Interesting, Jacobs, for you. For anyone popping in, that's new. This is not how Luca and Donald normally are.
In terms of us, like, ranting and further complaining.
I'm not even ranting. I'm just pointing out they're good.
You're pointing out the obvious. You're pointing out the obvious. It's unfortunate, but it's true. You're pointing out the bad truths. But anyways, back to action. Here we go. Let the third quarter begin. Cade Cunningham will bring up the ball. Cade Cunningham off the screen, now forced onto a switch. Pull up three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Josh Hart. Hart will bring it up, speeds it up, feeds to Bridges. Bridges off the screen. Bridges drives. Bridges off the glass that time, gets it to go. Cunningham, one-on-one versus Towns. Anunoby trying to steal it, nearly stripped. Kicks that to Harris. Harris hands off to Hardaway. Back out. Oh, nice steal, and it is a foul on Harris.
I thought it was a steal.
61-61, folks, as we just start the third quarter.
Come on, guys. Move it quicker.
Mikal Bridges will bring it up. Bridges hands off to OG Anunoby. Anunoby looking for a man. Still looking for a man. He finds Brunson in the corner. Brunson double teamed. Brunson versus Thompson feeds Hart. Hart not going to shoot it. Hands off to Brunson. Brunson drives to the baseline. Brunson pull up mid-range. No good. Rebound. Towns puts it up and puts it in.
Good job by Towns, man. Because it wasn't a pretty offensive set, but Towns saved the day.
Cunningham kicks to Harris, corner three, no good. Rebound, Towns. Here comes Bridges in transition. This time, he in and out, but a foul. Foul is on Jalen Duren.
At least the Knicks have started kind of aggressively. I can't believe that didn't go in.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
All right, Bridges.
Bridges 7 of 12, but no three-pointers.
And just one rebound.
And he knocks down the first.
You gotta be more aggressive with the fours. Just one rebound. You gotta be better than that.
Donald, he doesn't like physicality. Come on now. Bridges knocks down the second free throw.
There we go. We're 100% from the line, though. That's really good.
Yeah, it's keeping us in the game. Imagine if we
You're
started.
right. You're right.
Imagine if we missed 3 free throws in the first half. Harris off the screen, defended by Towns. Harris backing down,
Well done.
kicks. Thompson inside, blocked by Hart, out of bounds.
Beautiful job. That's how you play defense. Very impressed by Towns, man. He kept the man in front of him, didn't go off his feet, and then Hart with a nice recovery block.
He also, as you said, he didn't bite. Did not bite on the pump fake. Hardaway off the screen. High arcing corner, 3, no good. Rebounded, taken by Thompson. Puts it up and puts it in.
There's 2 guys there. Come on, you got to box them out.
Brunson brings it up. Hands off to Bridges. Bridges looking. No foul there. Towns passed to Hart, deflected. Anunoby contested 3, no good. Rebound Harris. Harris, Hardaway, kicks to Thompson. Thompson to the basket inside, no good, but a foul. Late one. Don't start complaining to the officials now. In fairness, I don't know why they called a foul.
Yeah, I would have actually was actually going to criticize Hart for being a bit ole right there. You didn't touch him. You let him get past him. Hart's right. He didn't touch him, man.
Thompson at the line for 2.
Well.
And he knocks down the first. Thompson for his second goes in. Game is tied at 65.
Hart has 4 points and 4 fouls?
You see, that's why I would have challenged, though. I'm not trying to be, again, Monday morning quarterback, but your player has 4 fouls. That clearly wasn't a foul. Clearly, we're clearly not prioritizing using timeouts or challenges.
No.
Quite amateur, if I'm going to be honest, but it's a foul on Thompson. (65-65). Bridges looking to inbound. Finds Karl Anthony Towns, hands back to Bridges. Bridges drives, kicks out to Hart. Hart open 3, got it. Josh Hart from downtown.
That was really nice, man. To be fair, Bridges, nice quick first step. Nice vision. Nice finish.
Cunningham trying to back down Bridges, backing him down. Towns comes to help, Hart comes to help. Great defense, but a better shot there from Cade.
That's very good. Very impressed by Cade right there.
Anunoby hands to Brunson. Towns comes, set the screen, sidesteps. Brunson inside to Hart. Hart inside, layup no good. Rebound OG, but is fouled.
I mean, Hart got fouled right there. Did he not get called for the foul?
Wasn't on that shot. I don't think.
That's crazy. He got elbowed in the freaking head. He got an elbow to the mouth. How is that not a foul?
Anunoby at the line for 2, and he knocks down the first. I agree with you, Donald. That was clearly a foul.
No, I mean, it wasn't even close. I'm telling you, the officials just don't like Hart or Brunson. Anyone that talks to the officials or complains to the officials, they don't get calls.
You know who also has a bad whistle as he knocks down the free throw? Towns. Towns also has a bad whistle.
Yeah, because he complains a lot.
Cunningham, Hardaway back to Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a man to dish. Comes off the screen, goes left. 3-pointer's up. 3-pointer no good. Tipped up. Rebound Bridges.
Oh!
And he throws it right back to the other team. Inside, blocked. Taken by Thompson. Back to Harris. Back out to Cunningham. Detroit has to reset. Hardaway drives. Hardaway inside. Shots no good. Rebound Hart. Wow. Here come the Knicks. They have a 3-on-2. Anunoby inside. Misses, but a foul.
This is crazy. What a mess. Yeah, that's definitely a foul.
Anunoby will head back to the line for 2. First shot goes in.
Good question, Sunil. Who's going to win between the Clippers and the Nuggets? It's been a heck of a series.
That's a great series. Anunoby misses the first Knicks free throw.
I think the Nuggets will win, but I think the Clippers might win their home game, so I think it'll go to 7. I think the Nuggets will win it. So
Yeah, I think it's a 7-game series. Cunningham off the screen to the right. Offensive foul, Jalen Duren. Illegal screen. Yeah, quite obviously illegal screen when you push the opposing player into your teammate.
I love Jamal Murray, man. 43 points.
He's a playoff riser.
He's electric.
Josh Hart looking for a man. Finds Brunson. Brunson defended by Thompson. Towns comes with the screen. Now matched up against Harris. Brunson pulls up three-pointer. Got it. Timeout Pistons.
Wow. Wow.
And Josh Hart is going right back to the official.
Boy, that was a phenomenal shot.
Right in Harris's face. Say a prayer, Donald. Looks like the Knicks are outscoring the Pistons in this quarter.
Yeah, no, at least they're playing with some energy tonight.
So apparently, Mikal Bridges said after Game 5 that he was pushing for the Knicks to do layup lines at halftime. They didn't do it in Game 5. They did it in Game 6, and now they're up 15-6.5.
Interesting. What do you think that means?
I guess a reburst of energy a little bit. Trying something different.
Good for him. It's interesting. Slightly concerning that it's players' suggestions which are helping
Yeah.
the team turn around. Like, the coach isn't thinking of these ways to do it.
You know, I have an inner theory, and this is shared amongst someone amongst Knicks Twitter. I don't know if Bridges is the biggest fan of Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, I wonder what would give you that impression. It wouldn't be him calling out the minutes and the lack of bench minutes and overusing the starters. Wouldn't be when he did that, would it?
No way.
But these are the kind of things that gets coaches fired, man.
That's true.
I'll say that the evidence is trending down for Tom Thibodeau to survive this year.
I think so too. Yeah, so Bridges' advice was suggesting a layup line to help the team come out stronger out of the half. Well, looks like everybody did that. As you said, it's very troubling.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that it's happened. It's also troubling because it means that whatever message that Thibodeau's giving to these guys isn't
passing.
Isn't filtering through this year, but it was last year, and every year he's been a coach until this year. It's been different this year. So it's either the personnel or it's just the fact that he's been maybe here for so long that the message isn't quite hitting like it normally does. And that happens. You know, that's why there's always a time limit on coaches these days, man. You know,
Absolutely.
very rarely do you have coaches stay for like 15, 20 years.
It's an expiration date.
Yeah.
Expiration date. Anyways, back into it. Cade Cunningham will bring the ball up out of the timeout. 74-67 with about 7:53 to play. Cunningham looking for a man. Drives to the paint. Nixon drop. Cunningham floater this time is good.
Little drop coverage.
Brunson will bring the ball up. Brunson defended by Hardaway. Brunson backing down. Hardaway cat screen set. Brunson drives the paint. Brunson double team kicks. Nice pass to Hart. Hart inside is fouled. They'll go to the line for 2.
Okay.
Great pass to Hart there.
That was a beautiful pass by Brunson. He's got really good chemistry with his Nova guys. He just doesn't have it with Cat.
Hart at the line for 2. His first free throw goes in.
Well, Duran's on 4 fouls as well as Hart. It's going to be interesting to pay attention to that.
Yeah, so that's key because their only backup big is Paul Reed. That's it.
Right. So what I would do, I'd be targeting Duran, man. I'd be trying to isolate him one-on-one.
Cade has it, goes right to the screen, drives inside, kicks out Harris, fakes, drives, kicks back out to Cunningham. Cunningham pivots, jab steps, three-pointers up. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound Towns.
There we go.
Brunson in the half court. Brunson comes off a Bridges screen to the right. Brunson matched up against Cade. Cunningham. Brunson fakes a step back. Passes. Oh, no look pass to Bridges inside for the lay.
Hi there.
Harris off a screen to the left. Harris matched up against Bridges. Hands to Hardaway. Hardaway. Hands to Harris. Harris backing down Brunson. Double teamed. Looking. Still looking. Looking for a dish. 4 seconds to shoot. Back out to Thompson. Thompson drives the paint. Thompson is fouled by OG.
Oh, come on. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure about that either.
That was great defense.
It looked like a bailout call.
It was a bailout call. That was a great defense. It did.
Yeah, on the release.
Damn, that's a shame because it was literally like 100%
Textbook.
perfect. Yeah, textbook.
Thompson at the line for 2. He knocks down the first. Beasley made 6 3-pointers in the first half. He just checked in. Thompson, his second goes in. 78-71.
Okay, here we go.
Brunson brings it up. Brunson off to the left. Bridges down, but no foul. Brunson looking. Against Schroeder, 10 to shoot. Kicks to Hart. Hart.
That's it.
Drives to the basket inside. Kicks out. Bridges fakes. Bridges back to Anunoby for 3. Got it. OG Anunoby from downtown. Knicks up 10.
I'm liking the ball movement and the no-look apologies.
Harris inside for the dunk.
Falling asleep right there, guys.
Harris, I should say Hart switched from up top. That's not what you're supposed to do. Bridges will bring the ball up. Bridges against Thompson. Gives to Brunson. Brunson drives into the paint. Brunson floater is good.
Perfect. This is a heck of a third quarter. Why couldn't he have done this in previous games?
Layup lines.
Ooh, the steal!
That time, here comes Bridges. Anunoby loses the ball out of bounds.
Was that Bridges? Was that Bridges that tried to pass there?
Yeah, it was a little off Anunoby's fingertips. I don't know if I'm trying to be objective here. I don't know if Anunoby had enough space to corral that before going out of bounds.
No, dude, he launched it like Daniel Jones. That was not a good pass.
Beasley, Thompson inside, and a foul on the floor against Brunson.
Or was it on Cat?
I think it was against Brunson. I could be wrong. Let's see. No, it was against Brunson.
Yeah, it was.
Towns checks out for whatever reason, interestingly enough. Mitch Robinson comes in. Cunningham finds Beasley. Back out to Cunningham. Nearly lost it. Knicks playing the screen high. They hedge it. Reed inside on Robinson. Double team strip by Anunoby. Ball is a jump ball between Robinson and Reed.
Great defense.
OG forcing the strip.
That's why I want to see more Mitch Robinson.
It is Reed and Robinson at the high post that will jump it up. Ed Malloy will jump up the ball. Tip goes up, tipped, and out of bounds. Tower saves it. Schroeder three-pointer is no good. Rebound OG.
Very fortunate.
Very, very fortunate.
The Pistons are 0 for 6 from 3 this quarter.
And, they're doing Hack-a-Shack. Here comes the Hack-a-Shack.
I don't quite understand this tactic. It's so early to be doing that.
Robinson misses the first.
Isn't it really early to be doing that?
Yeah, it's not like it's a tight game. Pistons can come back on any run, of course, but it's a 10-point game. It's not the fourth quarter. It's not the closing minutes.
But if he hits one, and then you're giving the Knicks 3 points.
He misses both, actually.
Oh.
Schroeder kicks. Beasley sidesteps. Passes right to OG for the interception.
There we go.
And they fouled Mitch again.
Oh, no. What is... It's very cynical, man.
It is cynical.
I don't like this.
But if I'm Thibodeau, do you want to take out Mitchell? I mean, Mitchell Robinson obviously is impactful, but at this time, do you want to stop the Hack-a-Shack if he misses another two by putting in Towns again? Robinson at the line for two.
There you go.
He makes the first.
There you go.
Robinson at the line. No. Rebound Harris.
I mean, before worrying about Hack-a-Shacking, you should probably worry about the fact they're 0% from 3 third quarter.
Cunningham comes off the screen, has the ball against OG, comes off the screen again. They play it high, kicks to Harris. Harris drives. Harris to the basket inside, blocked by Anunoby. Great play defensively. Here comes Bridges. Bridges in transition inside, throws it down.
Hello.
Beasley sidesteps. Gives to Reed. Reed, Cunningham, drives, basket inside, kicks out Schroeder. Schroeder fakes, kicks to Cunningham. Cunningham looks. Cunningham puts it up and puts it in. Tibbs wanted a challenge, not travel. Tibbs now calls a timeout.
The Knicks are playing out of their mind in the third quarter.
I think Bridges threw that dunk down because the Knicks finally went through with my idea.
It's a different player in this game. He's actually alert. He's actually
27-14. The Knicks are
aggressive.
Quarter.
I've not seen Bridges this aggressive. The last time I've seen him this aggressive was when Brunson was injured and he was like the number one option. That was the last time I saw Bridges like aggressive. It's good to
We're
see him playing with aggressiveness as part of the team. Because if he plays like this, then I wouldn't complain about him.
exactly. And he posterized Katie with the left.
Which means he can do it. He has it in his locker, so why is he afraid to do it all regular season? Anyway,
Hell of a third quarter.
hell of a third quarter. Whatever Bridges said to the guys has worked.
You can't lie about that.
No, I'm glad that these guys are actually.
No, I'm glad too,
doing
man.
something.
This is the way they should be playing every third quarter. Every quarter, nonetheless.
Exactly.
The ball is moving. They're moving in transition. They're forcing turnovers. Great block by OG when Harris was going to the basket. Harris thought he was going to posterize OG. Apparently not. And that led.
More to your point, that's what the Knicks' identity should be. They've got the guys that can do it. They've got the guys that can force turnovers.
Absolutely.
The
Bridges
Knicks'
and
identity should be a ball movement, transition style offense. The transition style offense, because that's how they've looked the best. That's when they've looked at their best this year, is when they get out running. You know, OG in transition, Harden in transition,
Bridges
in transition. They just look so much better when they do that.
And you know what the thing is as well? I completely agree with you. We should play a trade. We should be playing a faster pace. But is Tibbs going to allow that? That's called adapting to your players. That's adaptability right there. I agree with what you're saying. Even Towns will play better in transition because how many times you saw in Minnesota where they were running the floor in transition and how many times was Towns open for a trailing three? Countless.
That's where he'd be at his best. That's where you get a ton of opportunities to shoot open threes at the top of the key. And the Knicks have shown it in flashes this year. They did it against the Nuggets when we blew them out. That's how they played. They've done it a couple times. When they do it, they look like the Harlem Globetrotters. Is when they go into these half-court sets, these long, like dribbling the ball for 15 out of the 24 seconds. It's just like that, and then it's like awful. That's where the Knicks play like shit. But if they get out and run like this, they look really, really good. They need to do it more.
You have the athleticism in Mikal Bridges. You have speed. OG, as you said, OG on the floor. Towns can run on the floor. So we are back as Josh Hart gets the ball inbounded right to him. Hart looking for a man. Goes right. Goes left to the screen, 13 to shoot. Hart searching for a man and passes it to absolutely nobody. Right into the hands of Cade Cunningham. Cunningham kicks to Schroeder, back out to Beasley. Beasley drives inside to Reed. Reed is fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Here's the thing, though. You see that they're playing, press man on Brunson. They're pressing him hard. They're not trying to get him through screens. Somebody's got to fly open, too. There has to be a different screen set.
Yeah.
Not only just for, obviously, if you're trying to get Brunson free via screen, get somebody else open, whether it's Bridges or Towns. Have a counter action. That's what I'm saying. Paul Reed knocks down the first. That's his first points of the game. Reed's second free throw goes in. Josh Hart will bring up. You see how hard Schroeder's playing Brunson, especially off the ball. Towns has the ball at the top of the key, looks for Brunson. Brunson in the paint. Inside floater is no good, but a foul.
There we go.
Towns, Donald, you've said this countless times, very underrated passer, Towns is.
He's a great passer. I'd like to see it more.
And Brunson will go to the line for 2. Because you know what? That's what the Knicks miss with Isaiah Hartenstein. That's the truth. That kind of hub passing.
Steele's asking what we think is going to happen between Indiana and Cleveland. I'd say Cleveland in 5.
I say Cleveland in 6. I think Indiana might test them a little bit. Not that Cleveland isn't the better team, but
yeah,
they just kind of have that kind of mentality. Like
did you watch the last 40 seconds of the?
I was watching. It was funny because it was halftime in Game 5 for the Knicks, and I was watching like, okay, the Bucks are going to make this a 6-game series. I'm like, no, apparently not.
Dude, that might be the biggest meltdown I've seen in like a decade. It was as bad as I've ever seen, dude. It was like a generational choke job.
Is it not apropos that it was Doc Rivers, the coach of that team, that melted down?
Of course it was, man. Like they had like an 8-point lead with 40 seconds left, and they lost.
They fouled. First of all, they allowed Halliburton to get an extra basket. I think they allowed a 3 or something like that. It was an and 1, I think, to Halliburton. Gary Trent Jr. drops the ball out of bounds, and then Halliburton drives on Giannis to hit the game winner. That was nuts. Brunson knocks down the second free throw. It's 88-77. Schroeder will bring the ball up. Schroeder looking for a man. Brunson on him. Cunningham trying to get free. Kicks out of Beasley. Schroeder driving. Schroeder inside. Layup is way off.
How about that defense by Bridget Brunson?
Brunson, ball out of bounds. It is Knicks' ball, and I think the Knicks are going to be shooting free throws again. That was about as good as defense you'll ever see Jalen Brunson play.
He's getting after it.
Paul Reed with another foul. 5 fouls for Paul Reed. Both of their bigs are in trouble. Foul trouble.
That's pretty remarkably bad. Brunson's having himself a game, brother.
You know, he still has time to put up a 40-piece.
I think he will.
Brunson at the line. He knocked down his first. Duran back in. Oh, he had a toilet bowl roll that time almost. In and out. Misses the second. Cunningham drives the basket. Cunningham inside. Layup is good. What kind of angle was that from Towns? That was a weird angle to contest the shot.
He just doesn't defend.
Kate Cunningham with 19 points. Hart directing the offense.
OG's falling over, but Brunson's open.
It looked like OG was tackled on the play almost. Anyways, Brunson drives, spins. Brunson in trouble.
No way!
Nah, you got to be kidding me. No way he puts that in. 91-79 Knicks. Brunson is on a burner. Cunningham and a foul on OG. Schroeder looks like a fish that just flopped out of the water right now. You see him? He's like this. Let's see.
You're right. He looks like a fish that's just landed on a boat. Oh, that was great.
That was funny. So it is a. I guess this is either going to be a challenge or it's going to be reviewed for a flagrant act. Official review. So they're going to review it for a flagrant.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that might be.
I mean, they called Brunson for a flagrant by accidentally hitting Hardaway in the nose on a contest. So it would not surprise me if they call OG for a flagrant, despite Josh Hart getting spun in Game 4 when Dern was nowhere near the ball or trying to contest it, and he got fucking turned aside by Duran's shoulder, which was a dirty hit.
It's hard to tell. Nah, I don't know.
I mean, he's trying to fight through the screen. He's not trying to throw him down.
You're right.
It's like, what is he supposed to do? OG's locked. He knows
both of them were at it. In fact, it looked like Schroeder was the one that was hugging.
Yeah, he has his arm locked. You can't do that while a defender's trying to fight through a screen. That's like illegal. It's like he was blocking there.
I mean, if anything, you could actually call it
an offensive foul.
An offensive foul, yeah, you could actually do that.
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
the new thing this year, isn't it? Like if you're challenging it, the ref can look back at it and go, actually, no, there's a foul for such and such.
It would be really dumb if they called this a flagrant, but I wouldn't be surprised. Again, like OG's trying to get through the screen. They have to recognize intentions. Like he's literally being held. He's trying to get to his primary defensive assignment. And he threw it. Yes, he threw him down like a rag doll, but come on. You got to give the defensive player some levity.
And what about that dive by Schroeder, bro? It was actually LeBron-esque because you saw him on the ground and then having a sneaky little look around at the camera just to see what was happening.
Yeah, OG's trying to motion that he was clearly being held.
Super soft.
And it's not the first time Schroeder has flopped the series. I think it was like one of the MSG games where the dude he flew like Superman.
Yeah, it was a major league flop.
It was actually a coach's challenge. Never mind. So the Knicks challenged, and they lost the challenge. Donald, apparently you can hold the defensive player now.
Hold him, you hug him.
It's a blocking. Dude, Donald, this is obviously the Detroit Lions we're playing. We're obviously playing the Detroit Lions where you can hold a guy like this.
But even that is illegal in football. It's like that'd be called holding, 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty.
Tibbs is best.
Tibbs is. It is bullshit. He literally got held.
Tony Brothers is some clown, bro.
He's an awful referee. Awful.
Oh, he's as bad as it gets.
Like, how do you... Dude, he's literally... Before OG puts contact on him, he's literally blocking. Holding number 17 offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Fucking makes the free throw. Get the fuck out of here with that. That's nonsense.
All right, 10-point game, 10-yard penalty, 10-point game. Here we go.
Josh Hart will bring that up. Hart looking for a man. Somebody's got to get off the screen somewhere. He finds Towns. Towns along the wing. Nice pass to out of bounds. It was a little too far in front. Right intention, bad execution.
I hope that flop hasn't turned a penalty in their favor because it slowed the Knicks down.
1:55 to play here in the third quarter, 91-81. Knicks up by 10. Cunningham looking for a man, gets a screen. Cade, step back three-pointer, no good, tipped up, rebound. Loose ball foul against the Knicks.
Unbelievable. What? We got very fortunate that Cade missed that, man. Like, they didn't even bother to rotate.
They were trying to force some sort of switch, and they didn't even get a defensive player on him.
Dude, what was Brunson doing in that possession? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw. It looked like Donald. It looked like Cat's arm was being held, except they called a foul on Towns. You see, if your arm is held, now you're getting called for a foul. It's not the culprit's fault. Now, come on.
Yeah. Now these penalties are these penalties.
They're penalties. I mean, they're
Penalties
enabling
are starting to get
footballs.
called, and suddenly it's a freaking 9-point game out of nowhere. Are the refs intervening?
Did they get a call from Secaucus that they have to make this game closer? I mean, hurry up. It doesn't look good for the spread. Doesn't look good for Vegas.
Crazy, bro.
That's bullshit. Durant knocks down the second free throw.
Only an 8-point game now.
Brunson will bring it up. Knicks got to play through. With all due respect, Knicks got to play through this.
Yep.
Brunson goes right. Brunson goes left. Brunson off the screen goes right. Brunson looks, finds, pass deflected out to Hart. 8 to shoot.
You're open,
Hart
baby.
kicks out. McBride for 3. No. Rebound tipped out to Brunson. Brunson drives. Brunson kicks. Deuce McBride back out to Hart. Hart drives on the center. Kicks back to Brunson. 8 to shoot against Dennis Schroeder. Brunson backing him down. 5 to shoot. Hands. Bridges wing 3. Bang! Mikal Bridges from downtown.
That was huge.
Schroeder brings the ball up. Hands to Beasley. Played on the hip and a foul called on Bridges.
Man. Now they're calling it extremely tight. That was smooth from
Bridges, yeah. Beasley knocks down the first. That's his first point of the half, by the way. And first point of the half, I should say that. Beasley at the line for 2. His first free throw was made. His second free throw is good.
Okay.
Knicks have the starters out except OG Anunoby. Wonder when it's time for Big Mitch, but obviously they've been playing hack-a-shack. Brunson directing traffic. Brunson looking. Now switched on to Schroeder. Hands to Towns. Towns looking. 7 to shoot. Brunson trying to set a screen. Towns goes right. Towns inside. No good. And Durant loses the ball out of bounds. Knicks basketball. I mean, you look at Towns. I was going to say, is there a foul that should have been called? But I'm not going to bitch.
Yeah, it looked like he got fouled there.
Sometimes when Towns drives to the post or the paint, he moves like a brick shithouse.
Yeah, his balance is not good when he drives to the paint. He always
Josh Hart looking for a man. Finds Brunson off the screen. 10 to shoot. Hardaway. Deuce McBride comes with the guard screen. Brunson drives on Durant inside. Layup is put back is good by Josh Hart.
There he is. Hi, Hart. I would love that screen by Deuce.
It freed up Brunson. 10 seconds, down to 9, down to 8, down to 7, down to 6. Schroeder, that should be a defensive foul. Ball stepped out of bounds. Knicks basketball. They will have time to get off a shot. I mean, he's literally being held there. McBride, final seconds to Brunson. Brunson loses it at the horn. No good. At the end of 3, and a really good third quarter from the Knicks, 96-85.
The Knicks took them to school in the third quarter.
That was Donald, honestly, you could have the argument it was the best quarter all series.
No doubt. That was amazing. Great job. All right. 1 quarter to go.
Yeah.
12 minutes away from round 2. Let's do this thing.
Put up or shut up time. Somebody, Stephen Bond even said, apparently it's offensive lineman rules on screens, apparently. But that was, get your water. And also, real quick, I just want to say, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live or drop a new video. We'll be live for pretty much all the Knicks playoff games. Hopefully there's more to come, folks. It looks like it's going in a good direction. After not a great end to the second quarter in the first half, Knicks seem to have put the foot on the gas pedal. Knicks are up 96-85, 1 quarter away from advancing to the second round for the third time in 3 years, or third year in a row, you could say. Very important quarter. Get your popcorn, get your water, get all of that. Share this also out to your Knicks fan friends and family. Sunil says, why meltdown in the second quarter when you can save it for the fourth quarter? Oops, I didn't mean to scratch. Sunil, let's hope that doesn't happen. But I know you mentioned earlier, Sunil, that you said, why melt down the second quarter when you can revive yourself in the third, which was very good, Sunil. The Knicks did revive themselves. If the Knicks lose tonight, Luca does game 7 solo. Jacob, I got to tell you, I got to have somebody do these games with me. I always like a good partner. That was a rival. Yeah, you're right, Sunil. You're absolutely right. The revival was breathed into existence. And by lamp lines. So thank you, Sunil, for that gift. Hopefully we can push it around too. Donald, off topic with the Knicks, but remains a Knicks player. Did you see Nate Robinson getting to meet his kidney donor?
No shit.
Yeah, obviously, if you didn't see it, Nate Robinson is getting a kidney donation. He waited months for it. I wouldn't want to say he was on life support, but he was on dialysis, and he got to meet his guy who donated the kidney to him.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Is the guy healthy that's giving up his kidney?
Yeah, he's healthy.
He's willingly giving up his kidney to Nate Robinson?
Yeah, they took pictures together. They were talking, all that. It was always in good spirits.
That's incredible, man.
I felt bad for Nate Robinson. I was really hoping he would get the kidney, but he did. Thank God.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And two-time, if I'm not mistaken, two-time slam dunk champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, we start quarter 4. Campaign will bring up the ball for the Knicks. It is Payne, it is Bridges, it is Hart. You also have Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Payne goes left to the Hart screen. Payne looking for a man. Payne 12 seconds to shoot. Finds Bridges. Bridges gets it to Towns. Towns looking for a man. Towns double teamed almost. Towns inside, floater, no good, tipped up, and loose ball foul against the Knicks. Josh Hart's like, what can I do? What can I do that doesn't get called for a foul? 96-85 as we start the fourth. Let me see.
What's Hart meant to do there?
Yeah, Hart. I don't know what he was shocked, but 5 fouls for Josh, not good.
Now he's at 5 fouls? Damn.
Yeah.
That's really harsh. They're trying to get him out of the game.
Deuce McBride checks in. Cade Cunningham brings the ball up. Cunningham looks for Beasley. Beasley hands to Duren. Duren looking for a handoff defended by Townsend. You gotta be fucking kidding me with some of these fouls called. Come on.
Luca, who's the Ole Miss center of the Giants line? Sorry.
I'll check.
Did you do any work on him in the Senior Bowl?
I gotta check. Beasley off the handoff, 3-pointers up, 3-pointer in and out, rebound tipped out to Harris. Harris put up jumper is good. Was it a center or a receiver? I'll have to check it afterwards. Payne drives to the basket. Payne inside. Floater's up. Floater is good.
There you go, Payne.
98-87. That's clearly tackle football, offensive foul, Hardaway. And OG and now is getting into it. He might want to have something to say to Hardaway. And OG is having some words with the Pistons. He did not like Deuce McBride being pushed.
Whoa! He also pushed OG.
And if you saw Hardaway pushed down on OG, you're right. That should be a technical against Hardaway.
What? Nothing happened?
No text.
Oh, fuck this. Honest, fuck this.
Payne will bring it up. Payne with the Towns screen to the left. Payne drives the basket. Payne floater is no good. Rebound Beasley.
You gotta finish that.
Cade passes transition. Beasley 3, no good. Rebound Towns.
All right.
Bridges will bring the ball up. Bridges goes right of the screen for McBride. Now gets a screen from Towns. Goes to the right. Bridges off the screen from Anunoby. Bridges 1-on-1 versus Duran, 10 to shoot. Bridges looks, feeds to Towns. High pass is stolen. Not a great pass. He wasn't in great position to catch it either. Hardaway looks. Hardaway into the paint. Floater's up. Floater is in and out, tipped out. Rebound Payne. Payne has to slow it down a little bit. Waiting for everybody to get up the floor. They do. Payne left off the screen. Payne feeds to Towns. Towns drives to the basket. Towns, step back 2. No good. Tipped up. Rebounded by the Pistons. Inside to Duran. Duran is fouled. And that should be before the shot. So.
Honestly, fuck this. No, Sneal, you're right, man. THJ was an embarrassment with the Knicks as well in his second stint.
Yeah, he was an overpaid bum.
And then, he went to Dallas. He wasn't very good there. Although he was better than he was as a Knick.
How do you call that on the shot? Payne literally fouled him as he got the ball.
Dude, if THJ was actually a good basketball player, the Knicks would be in trouble this series because he's missed a ton of shots.
98-88 is Jalen Duran knocks down the free throw. Yeah, Hardaway's been the epitome of inconsistent.
Yeah, consistently inconsistent.
Duran knocks down the second.
A center that knocks down free throws. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Towns counts as one of them, but anyways, Bridges goes left off the screen. Bridges against Cade Cunningham. Bridges. Anunoby sets a screen to the right. No, he doesn't. Hands off to Anunoby at the top. Anunoby drives the paint. Anunoby inside is fouled. And one. OG with the and one.
Now
going right into the teeth of the defense. See, that is the part of OG I like, the strength he has.
Yeah. And by the way, the Pistons are pissing off the Knicks, and they're playing aggressive, and they're playing angry. And that's a good thing.
Jalen Brunson checks back in.
We're playing angry. There's a little bit more attitude. It's when the Knicks get lax and comfortable that they lose games. If they play with attitude, they tend to do pretty well.
Anunoby, 22 points tonight. Without a doubt, he's also another playoff riser.
Oh, I love OG, man. He's great.
Cunningham off the screen. Cunningham dumps to Duran. Duran inside is fouled and one.
That's my boy. Big Duran fan. Why didn't the Knicks draft him?
Because they traded that away. That was a part of the whole thing to get off the Kemba Walker contract and free up space for eventually Jalen Brunson.
Also, there's other ways you could have done that.
Duran, fifth player to average 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. I think in a postseason series since 94-95. I could be wrong. Duran knocks down the free throw.
He's really good from free throw range. Jeez.
Mitch Robinson is back on the floor. Deuce McBride will bring it up. McBride goes left off the screen. McBride 13 to shoot. McBride hands to Brunson, 9 to shoot. Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson drives left. Brunson sidesteps down to 3. Step back 3. No good.
Oh, yeah, Brunson
takes the rebound, puts it back, puts it in. No Piston got to that ball. There's 3 in the area. 32 points for Jalen.
Pistons were asleep, bro.
Cunningham, step back 3. No good. Tipped up, rebound, OG.
We should close this out now. The Pistons aren't even running an offense. They're just chucking now.
Brunson left to the OG screen. Brunson looks, finds OG against Hardaway. OG to the basket. OG strength, fakes, couple steps, kicks out to McBride. McBride on the drive. McBride inside, and no good. Rebounded by Schroeder. Pistons have numbers. Inside goes Cade. He gets it to go.
Heck of a finish. But the Pistons looked overwhelmed. It looks like the Knicks are really
Brunson inside. Shots no good. Rebounded by Duren.
Damn it.
Looks like he was trying to feed Robinson off the oop. Cunningham, Schroeder, 3. Air ball. And they called it a tip?
What?
They said the shot was tipped. It's going to be Pistons ball.
I think that missed rebound will decide the game in our favor.
Duren against Robinson. Duren stripped by Robinson. Duren still keeps it out to Schroeder. Schroeder off the screen. Feeds to Duren. Duren inside to Thompson for the lay. Timeout Tibbs. Reconvene a little bit.
Oh, fuck. It's only 103.96, man. I have to give them a lot of credit, but
yeah,
the Pistons have not been good in this second half. They're not making any shots.
No.
They've been bailed out a lot by the rest. There's no doubt. But they look a little bit overwhelmed. It looks like they took a sucker punch in the third quarter, and they're kind of just standing around. But the worry is they can't possibly be 0% from 3
forever.
So if they start making threes, then this could be interesting. But I feel pretty good that the Knicks are in good shape.
Just got to keep it closed. And somebody said about the Tim Hardaway shove, how is that not a hostile act?
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused by it. I'm just I want consistency from the officials. You know what I'm saying? Where if you're going to call it tight, call it tight. I don't mind. But if you're going to let basic rules that happen in football,
yeah,
go. But the Knicks can't touch a Piston, then that's when I have an issue.
They have to close this out, man. They have to. Put the foot on the gas pedal. So let's slip a little bit. Keep it far, far away. As Donald remarked, Pistons seem to lose a little bit. That's what I talk about with killer instinct. Gotta have it. Gotta have that mentality.
But I'm so impressed by Brunson, man. What a performance.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Amazing performance on the offensive end.
Just find a way, man. Close I'm going to keep saying it. Close it the fuck out.
Here we go.
as they're previewing the game after this. Nuggets Clippers in LA. It's amazing that the Nuggets are doing this with firing their head coach 3 games before the playoffs.
Right. And Russell Westbrook had a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
He was actually 50% from 3 in the last game.
Jesus.
Which never happens. Like, ever.
Mikal Bridges brings it to Deuce
Whoa.
McBride. Deuce McBride getting pushed by Dennis Schroeder. No foul call. Bridges will bring it up regardless.
Of course it's not called. This is hilarious.
Bridges, 1-on-1 versus Hardaway. Robinson sets the screen to the right. Bridges in trouble. Looks, nice pass to McBride. McBride retreats. 7 to shoot. McBride loses the ball out of bounds, taken by Hardaway. Cunningham looks. Finds Duren, hands to Hardaway. Hardaway dribbling. Hardaway 1-on-1 versus Robinson. Kicks to Cade. Inside to Duren. Duren inside. Shot's no good. And a foul is called.
That was by far the ugliest minutes worth of possession I've ever seen from both sides.
Can anyone explain to me what Deuce McBride was doing on that last possession?
Lord only knows, bro.
I mean, the dude went from the paint and retreated to just dribble the ball to traffic. You are not a ball handler, bro. Bro, Brunson's on the floor. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, if Brunson is being tightly guarded, you got to get Bridges the ball. Let him do some ball handling abilities. Thank God, Josh Hart checks in. Holy Christ.
Jesus, is a 2-score game. How? That's frightening to me, man. The Knicks should be done and dusted.
It should be. This game should be over.
We've been by far the better team. The Pistons look completely incompetent offensively.
Duren knocks down another pair of free throws. Brunson will bring it up. Brunson across the half court. Brunson drives. Brunson retreats. Brunson goes right. Brunson on the drive. Brunson pulls back. It's 11 to shoot. Brunson backing down. Brunson turns. Fires. No good. Rebound Robinson. Kicks out. OG three-pointer. No good. Rebound Hardaway.
I have to give a lot of credit to Ozar Thompson there, man. Incredible defense.
Cunningham drives. Cunningham inside. Kicks Hardaway. High. Arcing three. Knocks it down. Oh, God. Bridges will bring it up. Bridges on the drive. Bridges inside. Loses the ball. Turnover. Here comes Schroeder. Inside to Thompson. Thompson spins. Ties the game.
What is going on?
Oh, God.
What the
Donald, you just say the F word. You can curse on here. Come on. Say what the fuck. This cannot be happening. Say it again, because this cannot be happening.
Fuck this. Fuck this team, man. Whatever happens, this team's a fucking mess. Good teams don't allow this to happen. I cannot state this enough. Good teams don't allow this to happen. How have they allowed the Pistons back in this game? Look at what is going on. What's different? Because they built a nice lead. What has changed in the last, say, 6 minutes?
Let's see. We're being outscored 18-7. That's bad. We're not shooting well enough. The You mentioned, Donald, the transition offense we were running in the third quarter doesn't exist. Again, we're switching. Somebody said I'm perfectly on Twitter. We're playing. Once we start playing more efficiently, we want to go back to the way we want to play. There's a difference between doing what works and what is the way we want to play. And this is the sloppy bullshit we want to play. The ISOs, the fucking nonsense that we're seeing right now.
We're also seeing a lot of panic passing.
Exactly. Dude, it was fluid in the third quarter.
Because you're forcing turnovers. Having said that, the officials have definitely gotten involved.
Of course. But again,
I've not talked about the officials at all. But I could definitely see that something's changed because they didn't call anything in the first half. Now it's like...
Listen, let me tell you something right now. Not Monday morning quarterback. I observed this. Why was Deuce McBride in the game for as long as he was? He was a minus offensively. He was not making shots. He was not really a factor defensively. And look at the one possession where he, as I said, retreated from the basket, dribbled, and had that ball deflected out of his hands.
Yep. And
that didn't help.
I don't even think Bridges has had a particularly good quarter. He's reverted back to negative Bridges. He's made some poor decisions. Poor passes, but maybe I'm wrong. What a mess, man. It's so unacceptable this is tied, especially considering a couple of minutes ago, the Pistons
put him away.
Fell asleep and four guys under the basket fell asleep and allowed Brunson to collect his own offensive rebound. I mean, that should be it. You're done. You're finished. Cooked. But they've come back because the Knicks allowed them back.
Absolutely inexcusable. Again, not holding a lead. Or not even, not holding a lead. That's the perfect example.
And Bridges has been turning the ball over like a lot these last few minutes.
Hold on. Let me get to the box score. Bridges has...
Bridges
has 4 turnovers.
Yeah, I've noticed he has a lot of turnovers.
What?
Does that lead the team?
The answer is it's tied with no. Wait, yes, it does. It does lead the team.
Yeah, he's been out of control. All right, here we go. Tie game, 6 minutes to go. Unbelievable.
Bridges looking for an inbound. Finds Josh Hart. Hart will bring it up. Hart defended by Schroeder aggressively. Hands off to Brunson. Brunson defended by Amon. Yeah, Sar Thompson. I almost said Amon.
There you go. Pick and pop.
Feeds. Towns fakes. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, God. This team is so bad.
Towns was looking for OG, but OG was cutting. Towns was passing if he was on the perimeter. 4 turnovers this quarter for the Knicks. Schroeder finds to Cade. Hardaway sets a screen. They try to force the switch. They don't get it. Cade in the mid-range. Cade back it down OG. Trying to back it down. Turns. Fires. Hits. The Pistons have regained the lead.
This is ridiculous.
Their first lead since the beginning of the third quarter. Bridges defended tightly. Gives off to Brunson. Brunson one-on-one. Drives to the paint. Brunson is fouled in a blocking foul. And, dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know what this – like, there was good ball movement in the last possession. What the hell was this possession, despite the foul? And Bickerstaff, I think, is going to challenge that. I could be wrong. What?
That's not a foul.
Yep, that's being challenged.
I don't think that's a foul, man. I don't. I'm going to watch that again. I don't think. I mean, certainly.
There wasn't. I don't think there was obvious contact.
Yeah. I'd be upset.
How do you blow 2 double-digit leads in the same game? So I would like an answer.
I mean, credit to Kate because that is a really tough shot. Great defense by OG.
Somebody said on Twitter, and I think this is a good point, reverting to the Pistons, the Duran stockholders have to be feeling good after the series he's had. Definitely showing that he has what it takes to be a franchise center.
I'm a big Duran fan. I think the Knicks made a mistake not drafting him. Because what have they actually done with their draft picks lately?
Not much.
They don't even want to draft anyone. They hate drafting so much they gave it all to Mikal Bridges.
I'm curious to see what they're going to call here. I think this
That's
gets
not a foul. I'd be annoyed if that was called a foul. Yes, Neil's right, man. They've blown two double-digit leads in the same game. They almost don't deserve to win like that.
What team comes back from that?
Yeah, that's not a foul. Brunson forced that and didn't really make any contact.
They are chanting flopper at LCA.
I mean, I always call it like pretty evenly, man, and that is a flop. That was a flop. I love my boy Brunson, but that was definitely a flop. In my opinion, I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, it was minimal contact. It looked like he lost his control.
This kind of with a much better team. It's not even like
We are. I think the Knicks would still get the ball, Jacob, or it'd be a jump ball. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong.
yeah. I don't think they're calling a foul.
I just heard him mouth the words "no foul." I didn't even have to hear what he said. He said no foul. That wasn't a foul.
Definitely not.
That was to me, honestly. I'm going to be fair. That was definitely Brunson panicking a little bit.
Yeah, I certainly don't want to.
If we're being objective, that's certainly not a foul.
He's too good to force these bailout, calls.
Tim Hardaway Sr. loving it.
They can't just get punched in the frickin' balls.
I didn't see it. So they will tip it. Tip is up and taken by, and yeah, they're going to do another jump ball. And I see what you're talking about. You sure we're not going to call a foul on that?
Yeah, right. Nick Ball.
Tip ball and out of bounds, Nick basketball.
There we go.
It looked like almost like Duran inadvertently took a swing to, maybe it wasn't toward his balls, it was more towards his gut.
Yeah. That'd be sore. Hey, we've gained another sub.
Awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for hitting the sub, for sharing this out. For 5 subs to 100, folks. 5:11 to play. Detroit 105-103 over the Knicks. Bridges looking inbound. Looking. Finds Brunson. Brunson against Thompson. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson falls. Finds Hart inside. Ties the game. Schroeder will bring it up. Hart 13, 8, and 4. Duran finds Cunningham. Cunningham inside to Duran, and he throws it down. Nobody rotated on the high coverage.
Duran's cooking the Knicks.
Brunson off the screen. Brunson to the basket inside. Shots no good. Tip up, no good. Tip out. Taken by Towns. Towns looks. Trying to find a man. Finds Bridges. 10 to shoot. 9 to shoot. Hart looking.
What are you doing?
Pass is deflected. Hart. Pass is stolen by Thompson. And the steal, and he puts it in.
What are you doing?
Hart can make the smart plays. Brunson 3. No good. Rebound Towns. And a loose ball foul the other way.
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. What a mess. What are you doing, Hart? What are you doing? Like, dude, are you okay? Are you Keep calm.
I'm telling you, dude, I love Josh Hart. He sometimes makes the hustle plays, but he does make the dumb plays. That's just one of them.
2 in 2 seconds is pretty impressive.
But here's the problem. He would never get subbed out. Never. If it was any of the young players, they'd be, there you go, to the bench.
Well, no one else could talk. Everyone's done dumb stuff in this game.
Thompson misses the first free throw.
Everyone has done dumb stuff in this game.
No, I'm just saying in a regular scenario, if Josh Hart did this, he'd still be in the game.
The Knicks are desperate to lose this game. They're like, no, we don't want to win this. We could win this, but we're like, nah.
Brunson will bring it up. Brunson against Thompson. Cat comes with a screen. Screen to the left, they hedge. Brunson driving and is fouled, a blocking foul on Thompson.
Damn. I was going to say that's really good defense from Thompson.
He's aggressive. I like his aggressiveness. I
don't even think that's a foul.
No, I got to be honest with you. I don't think so either. It looked like Brunson was head bopping against the chest of Sar. And I think he's going to the bench because he might be in some sort of foul trouble.
I agree, Alex. We do deserve to lose after that. This fourth quarter is embarrassing.
Why melt down in the third quarter when you can melt down in the fourth?
Right,
Hart has the ball.
And he can't finish.
Hart to the basket and not even fucking close. Cunningham gets the rebound. Cunningham, Hardaway. There's a 5-on-4. Now it's 5-on-5. Cunningham, screen, drive, inside, layup off the glass, no good, rebound Hart. Brunson drives, Brunson inside, layup no good, rebound Hardaway. There is now a lid on the rim for the Knicks. Schroeder drives, Schroeder inside, but there was a timeout or a foul. Might have been timeout called by Tibbs. This has been nothing short of a disgrace. Or it could be Bickerstaff calling time. Nothing short of a disgrace here, folks. Josh, I wouldn't be complaining to the officials after the last 2 dumbass plays that you had. Maybe 3 because you couldn't finish that fucking layup. We were just complimenting Donald, I swear. We should never compliment the Knicks again. They gave us a really good third quarter to feel good about. They proceed to shit the bed in the fourth.
Because this is who they are. This is who they are. They can't play a whole game. They cannot do it.
It's like, what are you like Daniel Jones? You can't play a whole game.
They play good for 5-minute spurts, and then they give you this false hope, and you're thinking, hey, there's something here. But then they're like, nah. We can't do that. Because at our core, we really want to shit the bed. That's who we are at our core. We want to shit the bed. We'll give you tantalizing glimpses of what we're capable of. But we really deep down just want to shit the bed.
Can I do something real quick? I hate being this guy. I love Brunson. When do you start questioning the leadership of the players?
Dude, no one is really free from getting criticized here, man. Like, this is a team
Look at the fucking score. 25-9 in the fourth quarter.
This is a team effort of implosion.
Hardaway fakes.
Here we go.
Guarded and pass deflected and stolen by Hart.
This is it. This is your time.
Transition. Brunson fakes. Brunson 3-pointers up. 3-pointer in and out. Rebound Duran.
God damn it. Barbara, remember Cat got Tibbs 5 minutes, so he'll do the same here. Yeah, I think Tibbs is going to get fired.
It's not going to be because of Cat, though. Hardaway fakes. Hardaway pull up mid-range. Got it.
That is bad. I can't believe it. The Knicks are down frickin' 7. This is unbelievable.
Brunson drives to the basket. Brunson inside. Count it and one. And Schroeder got hit in the mouth.
Bro. Brunson pulls a miracle shot out the bag. Because we don't run an offense.
It's Save Me Brunson. It's Brunson Save Me basketball. That's all it is.
It is. Literally a miracle shot.
And JB Bickerstaff is challenging.
He's not complaining the refs again, is he? By any chance?
Yes, he is. He wants that to be an offensive foul.
Well, it wouldn't be Bickerstaff. Maxey look for the effing rim. Finally.
Whatever this weight comes out to, this is absolutely nothing short of embarrassing. They can win, nothing short of embarrassing. Lose, absolutely nothing. You know what? I'm gonna throw out a hot take. It might not even be a hot take because I don't care anymore. If they lose Game 6, they will lose Game 7. That's the truth. If they lose Game 6, they will lose Game 7.
I'm not going to go that far, but what I will say is they're going to probably get completely annihilated off Boston if they do win.
Oh, of course. That's without a doubt.
Completely annihilated by 20, 25 points regularly. This is a team that's, at its core, incompetent. They're incredibly talented, but they're just, at its core, there's something deeply wrong. There's something deeply wrong with the foundations of this thing.
Just the character, again, I'm blurting out the obvious points that I really haven't made all season. There's going to be, besides coaching, obviously, I think Tibbs ought to start packing his bags now. There's some sort of character fucking concerns. I hate to be that guy and really deep dive, but you can't possibly blow this many leads.
Yeah, they don't deserve it. They deserve to lose this game. They've blown 2 double-digit leads.
Free throws made from Brunson.
It was basically an entire quarter where the Pistons went an over from 3, and they're still up 2 scores with 2 minutes to go. I mean, it basically takes handing the game to the opposition for that to happen.
Hardaway hands to Cunningham, 10 to shoot. Cunningham drives. Cunningham double teamed. Looks, finds Schroeder. Schroeder on the perimeter drives. Mid-range looking. Finds Harris and pass out of bounds.
0.9 seconds left.
Yeah, they have 0.9 seconds left to get off a shot on the shot clock.
Max is pleading for us to play some competent basketball. Bro, me too.
I completely agree.
Me too.
Agree. Final seconds. Duran.
Oh!
No good.
You are lucky. You just allowed him a free tip-in.
Brunson has it. Brunson goes right.
All right. It's Brunson
Goes
safety
right to
ball.
left. Brunson, one-on-one. Brunson backing him down. Brunson looks, trying to surface. Brunson nearly loses his balance. Brunson inside, gets it to go.
Brunson safety ball.
37 points tonight.
Nah, he's special, bro, but he's the only one that doesn't deserve criticism.
Cunningham inside, no good. And out of bounds, I think it's going to be Piston basketball. Bro stopped on a dime, nearly lost his balance, and then went up for the lefty lay.
That's incredible. He's doing all he can.
Detroit will have a new 14.
Somehow it's only a 2-point game.
Should it be like this? It really shouldn't. There's a lot of things we could say about
what.
Stolen by Towns. Towns inside. He is fouled.
Oh, this is wild. This game's insane. Anyway, Cat's on very good from free throw.
Duran, that's his fifth foul.
This game is insane. I can safely say that neither team deserves to win this game. Neither team deserves to win this. We should just call it a draw.
110-112 knocks down a free throw there. Do we have the fans? No, we should do like a poll. Fans do the bidding. No, don't let Pistons fans or Knicks fans decide. Neutral party.
Neutral.
Towns, his second free throw is... No, it misses. Towns gets it back. Towns inside OG. It's stolen.
Oh, what a mess. Oh,
and it's Pistons ball. I'm sorry, Knicks ball. Excuse me.
What a freaking mess.
I mean,
what is happening here?
Harris bounced the ball off his face after he was tripped up by his own teammate.
What is that? This is a joke.
I think Cade gave shit to Harris for that. Knicks have 2 timeouts. Detroit has 1. 1:15 to play. Detroit up 112-111.
What a mess. I can't, this team.
Brunson looking inbound. Finds Bridges. Bridges to Hart. 12 to shoot. Hart hands off to Brunson. Brunson versus Thompson. Brunson 8 to shoot. Brunson 1-on-1. 5. Down to 4. Down to 3. Brunson drives. Brunson fakes. High, and he is stripped by Thompson. That is a shot clock violation.
That is unbelievable defense from Thompson. That is absolutely amazing defense.
That's also unbelievable defense from Tom Thibodeau, since all we do is iso ball. We're defending our own offense.
I have to give all credit to Tom. That incredible.
I agree. That is great defense. Cunningham will bring up the ball. Duran sets a screen high. Into Duran. Duran inside is fouled. Knicks do not have a challenge. And Duran has made his free throws. Mitchell Robinson checks in. Karl Anthony Towns checks out. Karl Anthony Towns is fouled out, by the way.
Oh, no. It's been a rough one for Towns.
Duran, he is 8 of 8 from the free throw line. First shot. In and out. No good.
Neither team wants to win this.
You know what my worry is, Donald? They're going to start doing Hack-a-Shack soon.
Yeah, that would actually be smart.
Duren was 8 for 8. Now he's 8 of 9. Should the Knicks use one of their timeouts here? I wonder. Because we didn't use timeouts last game. Duren knocks down the second, and Tibbs uses a timeout. Fuck me. Donald, do you have any idea what's going on anymore? Because I don't. This has been the game of hell.
This is awful. This is awful, bro. This is awful.
Oh,
God. This is awful, bro.
You're right. You're right, Maxie. We only need 2, but that seems impossible. Because all we do is iso ball, my friend. I don't want to go overtime, but it feels like we can't knock down a 3 for the life of us. Let's look at that. You know what? Great point. Let's look at that 3 percentage. 31% on 29 attempts. 9 of 29.
Oh, that's no good.
Assists, 18. Detroit, 25.
Detroit, 25 assists?
That is correct. Cunningham. Let me see. Cade Cunningham probably leads in assists. That would be the dummy. Yeah, he leads with 8 assists. Dennis Schroeder has 9 assists. Damn. I wish we could get that kind of production from the backup point guard.
Right.
Tyus Jones, low-key, would be a good investment this summer. I don't know if he's a free agent or not.
Yeah, that's a good shot. An actual ball handler.
Yes. Plays defense. I think he's a good enough shooter. Can facilitate. Anyways, back to it. 49.8 seconds to go, and one of the most wild, dumbest games in all of NBA history.
Well put. Wild and dumb.
Bridges looking to inbound. Looking. Finds Brunson. Just got it off. Brunson looks. Brunson finds Hart. Hart defended by Harris. Back out to Brunson. Brunson guarded tightly by Thompson. Brunson drives right. Brunson
Great
pulls
job.
back. 2-pointer. No good. Hit by Bridges is good.
Hey. All right. Credit to Bridges there.
25 points for Bridges. 113 all.
Pistons going for a 2-for-1.
About 11-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Duren comes with a screen to the left. Cunningham drives. Cunningham inside, blocked, and it's taken by the Knicks. Do they call timeout? They do. I got to get a water. I'm sorry. I got to get a water. This is fucking too much for me. Fuck.
Well, you can win at the buzzer, guys. Bridges saves the day. Why do we always make it more difficult than it needs to be? Right, Max?
Oh, boy. I am back with my water. You think they double Brunson? Or do you think they stick Amon on him and say, you know what, kid, you're on an island?
I mean, if I were the Pistons, I'm putting Ozar on Brunson. Ozar's done an amazing job on him.
Take it all the way down. Let's not have this game go into overtime, please.
37 points.
And 7 assists. Here comes Detroit. I'll set the stage. This is game 6. Knicks lead 3-2 in the series, although it hasn't looked like they have by the way they've played. 113-all, Detroit is in the bonus. 20.6 seconds left in the game. Fourth quarter, Knicks have possession. Detroit has a timeout left. No fouls to give or challenges for either team. Bridges will be the one to inbound. He finds Brunson. Brunson will retreat. The clock will wind down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Here we go.
Bridges comes with the screen. Brunson with a fake. Step back three. Bang! Jalen Brunson from downtown gives the Knicks a 3-point lead. He put Asar Thompson on fucking skates. Did you see that shit? He put that motherfucker on skates. Now that is the clutch player of the year.
That's one of the most incredible shots I've ever seen.
Bro, put him on. Listen, Asar Thompson is an excellent defender, and that dude has a bright career ahead of him. That was sick. That was sick.
Oh, my God.
In 4.3 seconds, Detroit will have time to get off a shot. Detroit is 1 of 12 from 3 in the second half. The Knicks, if they want to, can foul before they get off a shot.
That would be smart.
Tibbs usually doesn't do that. I agree with you, Donald, but that's what happens.
Oh, my God, bro. Did we just see that?
Yes, we did. 116, 113. Cade Cunningham will inbound. It's Cade, it's Beasley, it's Schroeder, it's Hardaway, and Harris. Cunningham looking to inbound. Looking for a man. He finds Hardaway. Back out to Cunningham. Final seconds. Beasley loses the ball out of bounds. For all of that talk, he chokes in the clutch. Final seconds. OG carries the ball. The Knicks win. They move on to the second round for the third time in 3 years. Third year in a row. Because of their captain clutch.
Just catching your breath.
Catch a breath, everybody. Catch your breath.
Oh, my God.
Oof, my God. That was a sick step back. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever... I don't want to say I don't think I've ever... That dude, he got put on fucking skates. That shit was so surreal.
It's one of the greatest shots ever.
In Knicks playoff history.
That was unbelievable, bro. I could cry. Oh.
That... I mean, it's... Yes, I know. It's... Asar Thompson played a great series defensively, but... And he was a really good defender. He's going to be a bright future, but... Like, I'm starting to run out of words for Jalen Brunson. I really shouldn't be saying this with the Knicks and how they played, but Jalen Brunson's the fucking man. This is the third time in 3 years, third year in a row, that the Knicks are heading to the second round. Yes, I know the championship and Eastern Conference Finals are really the expectation. But when you factor in what this dude has done since he's come here, it's magical. It's a magical.
Well said. Magical is the word.
He is clutch. He embodies a lot of us. He is the franchise player. He is what you build around. He is why he took less money this offseason so the team could build around him. I tell you one thing, folks. We were complaining about this team during the stream, whether it was, the choking leads and all these different things. I could tell you one problem. There's one thing that's not the issue. That's number 11. That's number 11. I love Jalen Brunson to the core. I just want to say that right now. I know he hits more clutch shots and timely shots and is more clutch than I could say for other captains. I'm not going to name. Just going to put that out there. I'm speechless on Jalen Brunson. The rest of you, get your shit together.
You're right, because shit's gonna get real against Boston. Because we can't afford to play like that against Boston.
Donald, your final thoughts. Let me get to Max's comments real quick. Never have I ever been through so many emotions in a matter of seconds. Points wise, we need more from Towns. I agree. We want to beat the Celtics. I know points wise, it doesn't speak to what Cat does, but man, Celtics are a different beast, and we need his points too if we want to. Yeah, I'll say this. I think Cat had a really good series when he had the ball. Tonight was probably his worst game. I'm going to tell you the truth. If not, it wasn't game. If not, it was game 5. That's the goal, Max. That's the goal, arguably, to make the Eastern Conference Finals. It's not going to be an easy battle. Boston was put through a test a little bit by Orlando. They're a good defensive team, but they don't match up with Boston. But this is a true test, man. We didn't beat Boston in the regular season at all. The one time we competed, we lost in overtime, which we should have beaten them. Not to the point, but you're going to see what this team really is. Are they going to melt like soft butter, or are they going to really play up hard? That's the goal. That's the truth. It's this team was a very good test for the Knicks, the Pistons. First of all, shout them out. They took us to 6. We expected 6 games, both of us, because we knew this would be a tough series. You even said, Donald, that this was a bit of a mismatch for us because they play hard and physical, something we're adverse to because we're finesse. But shout out to the Pistons. They have a bright future ahead. Donald, if you have any final thoughts, shoot, man.
Yeah, I gotta say I agree with Max, man. I've never been through so many emotions in this game. Like multiple double-digit leads to give us hope. Multiple times to blown it. We're pissed, and then Jalen Brunson's like, "Don't worry, I got this." That play where he almost fell over and then gathered himself and
scored under the basket.
Under the basket was really difficult, incredibly difficult. And then to go on and remember, we were talking earlier. We were talking about that incredible play against the Kings, where he sent the guy for a loaf of bread. He did exactly the same.
John Ellis. And now he did
exactly the same as what he did to Ellis. He did to Azar Thompson, who's an even better player than Ellis. He sent Thompson on skates, ankle-breaking freaking move, and then unbelievable, beautiful, smooth form, knock it down. Oh my God. I can't even begin to describe what we just witnessed. And by the way, we're blessed. Jalen Brunson's he's already one of the greatest players in the history of the New York Knicks. And his legacy is only just starting. Let's see what we can do against Boston. When is it? Sunday?
Monday
night.
7:30.
Bring it on.
So what I think I have work that day, 3 to 8. I could be wrong, but I might have Alex join. I'll just say this out loud, obviously. I'll have probably Alex guest host for the first half hour. We'll speed home from work, not to get a ticket, but we're gonna do Monday. Obviously, we're gonna, as I promised y'all, we're gonna be live for all the Knicks playoff games. The playoff journey has just begun. Obviously, we didn't get eliminated. Thank God for that. But we're going to be here for y'all. Me, Donald, Dylan, obviously in some games as well. But Thank you to everybody who came out tonight. This was a wild game like none other.
It really was. We call the freaking classics, bro.
always the classics. It's and the last game we called together was the town step back three. This was why I remember said it was like a couple minutes ago, like when the Knicks were down, I was like, this is wild, but this is also a stupid game. But this is the NBA playoffs, man. Things happen.
That's true.
Again, my hope is, there's hope and then there's realism and all these different things. The hope is that the Knicks really get their shit together for Boston because Boston won't take any of this shit.
By the way, in general, around the league, these playoffs have been wild.
Yeah, I got to agree.
Wild. And we're only just getting started. Let's go.
Folks, we're 5 subscribers away from 100. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so when I go live or drop a new video. We will most certainly be live for Monday, 7:30 on TNT. Unfortunately, I will also mention that this was probably the last playoff game Clyde Frazier is going to call because next year NBA has decided that when they do the divisional rounds, it's no more local broadcasting teams with the national. It's only national, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, folks.
You should have the option, but we'll get into that another day.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, it's been a long one. I'm sure you all are tired, but what a game. Thank you for the support. Donald, before we go, first of all, I just want to say thank you to Max Ceases. We finally closed out MSG, even though we made it difficult. We finally did. First, if we could call Madison Square Garden Arena the new name of LCA. But regardless,
right?
Because we won all the games there. That's true.
The arena.
But Donald, I need one from you. A go New York, go. When you're ready, man.
All right, let's do it. Go New York, go New York, go!
Go New York, go! Let's go.
Go New York, fucking go, baby!
We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good night.